Watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out expressvpn.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months. Action. Kia ora, Bolt fam. It's the Director. Week 5 of the Chargers season is here, and we are excited to go up against the Browns, which this game last year, if you remember, was one of the craziest that we've seen in a very, very long time. Something about 89 points scored that week. Are we going to see something as crazy this week? I do not know, but it should be a good one. The Chargers need to prove themselves in terms of the run defense, and the Browns got to fend off a Justin Herbert-led offense. It should be a very fun one today. Hugo coming in and said, yo, what up, Director? Bolt fan, let's get another dub today. Let's get another dub today, man. Let's get it. Let's get some shout-outs in there. Thank you so much, Hugo. The goated mod, the door, man. 22 months and counting. Shout-outs in the chat today, man. We got Boogalop Morthenian. We've got Richie Lloyd. We got Matthew Dahl. We got Now Is the Time. Fabian. We got Bolt Up, baby. Michael Hodges. D. Sarge. Good to see everybody in here today, man. Maurice Freeman. Ripsky. Michael Bell. And One Ballers. We got Pacific Beats. Good to see everybody in here today, man. Fabian says, member for 22 months. Bolt Up. Let's go, baby. Let's go. I hear you, Bolt Up. I see that comment in there, too. Well, with the Chargers facing up the Browns today, 2-2 both teams. One team is going to leave under 500. The other is going to leave over 500. Let's see your guys' score predictions in the chat right now as we do get excited to kick off here in just a moment. Let's take a quick look at our friend Daniel Popper with the Chargers inactive list. Of course, Keenan Allen still out with a hamstring injury. Dustin Hopkins, JT Woods, Atito Ogbonia, which is actually kind of shocking, Easton Stick, Isaiah Spiller, which kind of makes me upset, and then Richard Rodgers. When are we going to see Isaiah Spiller get that time, right? Get that time to prove himself as that rookie that we're all super excited about falling into the 4th round? I do not know, but hopefully it's very soon. Give me 1 second, guys. I got to grab something. Always make sure to stay hydrated. Oside K9 saying, who should I start in fantasy, Kittle or Njoku? I honestly would maybe consider not Njoku. I know Njoku ripped us up last season, but did we have Derwin James in that game? I don't remember. All I know is that Derwin James has been shutting down tight ends left and right, including Travis Kelce, holding him to, I think, under 50 yards in week 2 versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So based on that, I would say that maybe Kittle has the better matchup depending on who he's playing as well. Thank you so much, Oside, for the $2 holla. We got Now Is the Time member for 22 months as well. A lot of OGs in the chat today, man. 3424 says Bolts. Love you, man. Much love to you, too. Let's take a look at some of these score predictions from the top here. We got Gordon Whalen with 27-21. We got Hugo the Doorman, 30-17. We got Zach Schraff with 38-24 Chargers. Matthew 34-21. Chargers 34-24 says bolt up, baby. Yeah, a lot of big scores today. You know what? I think we're not going to see anything as dramatic as last season, but I do think it'll be moderately high, right? I think both teams do get into the 20s. My score prediction, as you guys probably remember in my game prediction video, was Chargers 38, Browns, I think 27, somewhere in those lines, maybe 28. Definitely a lot of points on the board is what I'm thinking today, but at the same time, Chargers defense has been looking really good. J.C. Jackson's probably a little bit closer to game speed now with that recovery from the ankle surgery. Hopefully we do see a nice defensive effort by the Chargers, who are going to be put to the test today versus Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt, especially there on the ground, huh? Next up, we got some super chats coming in, baby. Chase Carrasco coming in here, says, guess whose sister's coming to town? Where's the Gabagool? Where's the Gabagool? Good to see you there, Chase. Let's get everybody all woken up and ready to go. We got half a Frappuccino left to go. Let's go ahead and put that down real quick. I think we're good to go. Chase, thank you so much for the $5 holla. Gabagool's on the way. Eric Black says, $5 holla. Today we're going to see what Sawyer is made up against Garrett today. Yep, no easy task, but let's go. That's going to be a big narrative of today's game, as well as how are the Chargers and this offensive line going to fare versus Myles Garrett. And yes, it does seem that Jadeveon Clowney is also suiting up in today's game too, so it's going to be a big one, man. Sawyer was near perfect last week. Can he do it again versus Garrett? If he does it again versus Garrett, that may just well be one of the biggest steals in Chargers history in terms of the draft, right? 6th round steal. This guy's been absolutely fantastic so far. Hopefully he can keep it up today versus some pretty stiff competition. Thank you so much, Eric, for the $5 holla. The Burrell Bike's coming in here, says, I got Bandy with his first touchdown today. Hey, Bandy, man. We're not going to see any sticky bandits, but we may as well see some Herbert Bandy action out there, man. I think it's definitely possible. Of course, you guys know Michael Bandy elevated from the practice squad once again today. I hope that he just gets a spot on the roster here on out, man. We're going to need him. I know we elevated Jason Moore, maybe Richard Rodgers. Move one of those guys out, bring Bandy in. That guy's going to get snatched up one of these days if they keep throwing him onto the practice squad. Heard Elves can't handle the lightning. I love it, Morthini. In 19 months. Appreciate it, man. Gilman will start over Adderley. Thoughts? Adderley has been struggling in terms of his tackling this season. I'm not going to lie, but he's also been pretty decent in coverage. So I guess we'll have to wait and see how he handles today, because it's going to be a big one for Nasir Adderley, man. He's going to have to take down some big boys because, of course, I feel like the Browns are a decent team, right? Even without Deshaun Watson at this point. I think their running attack, it's been born into the Cleveland, right? Like, they are a running team, probably one of the best in the league right now. And that's why quarterbacks like Jacoby Brissett can thrive in a system like that. So You take a look at the Browns. Let's say they're down 1 or 2 scores. I don't think it's going to stop them from running the ball too much. Hopefully it does. Chargers need to grab themselves an early lead if they can to help supplement that a little bit, help themselves on defense a little bit. But my goodness, man, Chargers are going to be put to the test today. Fearless Cleveland Browns in their running attack. We got to make sure that we're ready to hold them down. Tara Romero coming in says, who else excited for some chicken parm? Hey, that's a great point there, Tara. This will be Donald Parham's debut game in 2022. After recovering from a hamstring injury this offseason. Very excited to see the Chargers put him back to good use. And one cool thing that Donald Parham does, perhaps better than any other tight end on this roster, is his ability to run block a little bit better. Of course, he's not a run blocking specialist, but I think his upside in terms of run blocking is a bit better than a Gerald Everett, and I think even a Trey McKitty at this point. So that's going to be something to keep an eye on as well. Kenneth coming in here says, Chargers Nation, what's going on, dude? We got Hugo since I started Chicken Palm. I love it. Chicken Palm in the house. We got Mike Richards coming in here says, finally in the super chat. Let's go, Chargers. Let's go, Mark. Thank you so much for the $2 holla and the love as the Chargers and Browns getting ready to kick off here any second now. Looks like the Browns are kicking it away, or I should say the Chargers are kicking it away to the Browns. Chargers will be starting their first drive on defense. And let's see, this will be, again, the very first drive, very first test for the Bolts defense versus this Cleveland Browns rushing attack. It's going to be a good one today, man. Of course, you guys also have to remember that Taylor Bertolet, I think is how you say his name, Bertolet, the kicker for the Chargers today, number 12. He was brought in mid last week after Dustin Hopkins tweaked something in his leg, his kicking leg. And so we'll have to wait and see how that works out for the Chargers and this backup kicker. Hopefully we don't have to put ourselves into too many situations where kicking is essential to the win. Eric says, bold predictions. Bolts defense gets 4 turnovers today. I love it, dude. I love it. Jacoby Brissett, maybe a bit of a game manager, maybe a bit protective of that football, but it would be awesome to see the Chargers put him into situations where he has to pass, perhaps make some mistakes. That kick's going to go into the end zone. Touchback for the Browns as Jacoby Brissett is getting ready to take the field. And the Chargers defense gets ready for their first drive versus this Cleveland Browns lethal running attack. So go ahead and get you guys a score down here on the bottom part of the screen as we get ready to go here. Austin Myers with the 19 months. It's every game we have. I'm at work. No! But go Bolts. Just go Austin, my fantasy football or my fantasy league by trade. Score prediction 34-31. Love it. Love it. Here come the Browns. First offensive possession. They're in running formation as expected, and the Chargers trying to load up the box. I'm looking at 5 on the line, 3 in the box. Here we go. Nick Chubb, his first carry. Can the Chargers get some stops here early? And it is going to be a very nice run stop. Drew Tranquil gets in there for a nice stop on Nick Chubb. It'll be 2 yards on the carry, and 2nd and 8 coming up. Nice stop there by Trank. Kenneth just bolt off, baby. $10. Thanks for doing what you do for all us Chargers fans. Much love there, Kenneth. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate the love, man. $10 holla and a shout out, man. I appreciate it. Zach Tracy, welcome to the cast, by the way, guys. Give him a welcome in the chat as the Browns line up on 2nd and 8. Nick Chubb in motion to the far or the top side of the screen, and here goes Jacoby Brissett tossing it over the middle, and it's going to be Amari Cooper right in front of J.C. Jackson that picks up the first down and 11 yards on that play. J.C. Jackson being put to the test early. Keep an eye on number 27. We've talked a lot about his recovery from ankle surgery. We believe that closing speed, breaking that distance between you and the receiver is something that he's still waiting to get 100% on. And, of course, Mr. INT, when he can close that distance, is one of the most lethal turnover machines in the league. But as of right now, still unproven. He's got to figure out a way to position himself maybe a little bit closer, especially in plays like that. First down, Amari Cooper. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Browns. It's a run up the middle by Chubb, and Chubb is going to take it 15 yards and a first down for the Browns. Big space up the middle, and the Browns rushing attack picks up their first big gain of the day. Yee! Come on, defense. Taking a second look at this run, just a great hole there by the offensive line of the Browns, and the Chargers trying to make their way in there. Derwin James luckily able to clean it up after 15 yards. Lohi Gilman in support as well. Come on, defense. We got this. Come on, baby. Nick Chubb I don't know if he's going to be slowing down anytime soon either. Here comes the play action by Jacoby Brissett. Chargers pass rush is getting in there, and it's number 98, Austin Johnson, who almost gets a hand on him, and Jacoby Brissett somehow wiggles his way free and picks up the first down anyway with his legs. First down, Browns. They got the ball at the 41, it appears, the 41. Oh, so close, dude. Austin Johnson got a hand on him, as well as Kyle Van Noy, just could not bring him down. Jacoby Brissett scrambles for a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 coming up at the 41-yard line. I know, we've seen Tillery in there. 2nd and 1. Running formation again. Chargers, 5 on the line. Derwin James trying to jump in there, and it's going to be another run by Chubb. Chubb breaks a tackle, breaks 2 tackles. Chubb on his way. Nothing but green in front of him. Oh, all the way to the house. Touchdown, Browns. Chargers defense struggling a little bit in terms of tackling today. Nice stiff arm by Nick Chubb. All the way to the house. We knew this would happen, man. In the video, we said Chubb's going to score today. We just got to limit him to just 1 maybe, and we'll be okay. Taking another look at this play. He goes to the outside, breaks back inside of the last second. Derwin James wasn't able to take him down. Number 95, Christian Covington trying to keep pace. Good effort by Covington, trying to stay with him throughout the entirety of that play. But Nick Chubb's another animal, man. Another animal entirely. Yeah, Chubb is good, man. Chubb is very good at football. Chubb is very, very good at football. Does ExpressVPN work with NFL Plus? At this point, I don't think so. As far as I know, it does not. Oh. Brutal, brutal, brutal. Yeah, Chubb is good, but yeah, there's some bad tackling on that defensive drive. Chargers 0, Browns 7, going into the Chargers' first offensive possession. Now, something I talked a lot about yesterday, 2 days ago, was about leaning in on your strengths, right? The Browns are going to lean into their running attack, obviously. That's what they're known for. The Chargers need to lean into their passing attack today, right? They got to fight fire with fire. They do not have the running attack that the Browns do, but I do believe they have a better passing attack than they do, and I think that you can counterbalance each other out. Just get out there, be fearless with the football, start passing early. My hope is that the Chargers, maybe trying to test the field deep a couple of times their first drive, gets the defense to back off a little bit and open up some space for Austin Eckler. The Cleveland Browns, not great versus the run. 30th in the league right now. This could be another Austin Eckler day, but we got to create space for him underneath, both in the run and in the pass. I think the Chargers can accomplish that by being aggressive in the passing game in their first drive on offense. That's kind of what I'm feeling today. I want this to be a running game for the Chargers if they can help it, but lean into your strength and buy some space for your running backs to get in there. Seeing a lot of Fire Staleys in the chat. Let's not overreact too quickly. I understand, maybe we're off to a slow start this season. Not to say that I couldn't get behind that movement at some point, but right now I'm still behind Brandon Staley. I feel like we got to wait and see how things shake out. It's been a really difficult first start to the season this year with all the injuries, et cetera, et cetera. There are things that they could be doing better. I'm not going to, jump in front of a bullet for them for that. But at the same time, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see. It's hard not to have these thoughts a little bit as we see Brian Dable and his crew in New York with the Giants kind of going off with that offense. But at the same time, just kind of have to wait and see, be patient. Hopefully the Chargers can figure something out. But again, first drive, we still have 12 minutes in the first quarter. A lot of football left to play. We'll see if Brandon Staley and this Chargers coaching staff can pull something out of their hat in terms of some nice results on the field. Defense has been playing great, man. I heard this yesterday, Bull family. That's right. V, what's going on, V? The weekly shout out. Good to see you, V. Hugo with the $10 haul says it may be a long day, chat, but please let's not give up early or bash our guys or coach, and please take it easy on the mods. I just turned 37. I don't need to pop a blood vessel. Let's enjoy this game. Hugo with the $10 haul. Hey, everybody. Hugo's out here. He's going to be knocking some heads, all right? He's going to be knocking some heads, so let's all be cordial in the chat. Let's keep the optimism this game, too. I know last week, a lot of people upset in the third and fourth quarter. There was a lot of slander, I would say, And Doorman was out here knocking some heads saying, hey, man, get back on track, dude. This is, there's still so much football left to play, and the Chargers did end up winning that game. Not the prettiest win, but we did end up winning that game. So let's keep some positivity in the chat today, man. I'm excited for today's game, too, man. I am stoked for today's game, too. Let's get out there, Justin Herbert, and get some work done. Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense. Thank you again so much, Hugo, for the positivity. 1st and 10 for the Chargers at the 18-yard line. It's going to be a sling to Austin Eckler, who has some space underneath, and Eckler is going to pick up a first down on that play. That's what you love to see. Keep Austin Eckler available underneath, and good things are going to happen, baby. 10 yards for Austin Eckler, first down. Chargers got the ball at 27-yard line. BUT full. BUT full. Jamari Sawyer on the line, too, once again today, guys. Keep an eye on number 68 on the line. See how he does. Crazy YT says, did I just watch our D-line run into each other? Yeah, I feel you. Here comes Justin Herbert. He's going to pass it into the dirt. It looks like it was a broken up screen. 2nd and 10 coming up. Crazy says, did I just watch our D linemen run into each other 2 drives in a row? Tillery is someone else. Maybe. I don't know. I think the Chargers, again, first drive versus the best running attack in the league. Maybe needs a couple of steps in order to get caught up here. But I think they'll figure it out. Sunrise with the 9 months says, let's get this dub today. How you doing, Director? Good to see you, Sunriser. Here come the Chargers on 2nd and 10. Austin Eckler in the backfield, in motion. They're trying to, I think, open up some space for him to run. Yes, they are. It's going to be Austin Eckler who's going to carry it all the way down. A yard short. It'll be 9 yards and a 3rd and 2 coming up. You're seeing that a lot with the Chargers lately. They'll put a man in motion. It usually means that they're going to hand it off to Austin Eckler, trying to pull one of their guys out of the box. And for the most part, it worked very well versus Houston last week. Maybe it'll work again versus the Browns today. Eric Black with the $5 Hollis says, I still stand behind Staley. We praise him. When we win, we want him gone. When we lose, it's a 5th week. Relax and bolt up. Let's go, baby. Yes, sir. Let's all sit back and enjoy ourselves, man. Hopefully they have something sorted out. Here comes the Chargers on 3rd and 2. Austin Eckler motioned to the bottom of the screen as a receiver. Justin Herbert steps up, tries to find a man. He's going to take off, and Justin Herbert's going to slide a little bit too early. It's going to be 4th and 1, but the Chargers did draw a flag. There was a hit on Justin Herbert that was probably a little bit too late, and that should be a flag on the Cleveland Browns for unnecessary roughness. Of course, Justin Herbert trying not to re-aggravate that rib injury. He looks okay. Let's see what the flag is. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. That'll be 15 for the Chargers, who are now going to have the ball at midfield. Big penalty, as Justin Herbert was at least a yard short, I have to believe. Chris coming in here with the $2 Hollis says, I am positively stressed. Jamar looks great, though. Yes, guys, 68 is looking fantastic out there. Hugo says, by the way, Director, big thanks for the jersey. I'm rocking it right now. Let's go, baby. Thank you so much for being one of the best mods in the business, to Hugo and Tara. I appreciate you guys tremendously. Enjoy those, man. Here comes 1st and 10. It's going to be Joshua Kelly, who spins out of 1 tackle, but it gets cleaned up very quickly. 2nd and 9 coming up. Much love to our mods, guys. Hey, mods appreciation, guys. Type Hugo and Tara in the chat. It's huge appreciation for our mods here on the stream, man. They had their hands full a couple weeks ago versus the Jags, and they handled it like pros, man. Give some props to the mods in the chat, dude. These guys are amazing keeping the channel afloat. Amazing. Here comes 2nd and 9 for the Chargers. In motion again is number 7, and it's going to be a fake. It's going to be Justin Herbert. Sling it to the outside. That's Mike Williams. Hey, Joe, I loved that play, Joe. Yo, we got to give him props when we see stuff we like. I loved that play, Joe. That's a great play, Joe. That's a great play. They sent Everett in motion to the bottom of the screen, faked the pitch to JK, and then tossed it to Mike Williams on the slant, and that resulted in a first down. Joe, I liked that. I really did like that, because we've been using the motion as an indication that we're running it for the most part. Tossing some play action with that. I liked that, baby. Let's go. Justin Herbert, 1st and 10, slings it over the middle, and it's batted down by the Browns' defensive line. 2nd and 10 coming up. I like that, baby. Let's go. Big love to the mods, baby. Big love. Second and 10 coming up for the Chargers. Yeah, 81s. I'm seeing it, man. This is what you love to see by the Chargers and utilizing their weapons. Mike Williams is more than just a possession receiver. Let's get him involved. Even in the simplest of routes we saw there, he can offer more to this team. And so far, I'm very impressed in these last couple of weeks with how we're utilizing Mike Williams. 2nd and 10. Justin Herbert slings it to the outside. It's going to be Josh Palmer. Palmer's going to pick up about 7 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 3 coming up here momentarily. 3rd and 3. See if the Chargers can get another conversion here. Utilize Josh Palmer a little bit like Keenan Allen if you can help it. Try moving those chains in the same way you moved them with Keenan Allen if you can manage even a semblance of that. And here comes the pass by Justin Herbert. Josh Palmer and a defender ran into each other. It flew over the head of everybody. 4th and 2 coming up. No flag though is what I'm kind of shocked to see right here. 4th and 2 coming up. Wait, what happened? Yeah, Palmer's banged up a little bit, walking to the sideline. Justin Herbert obviously thought he would have something open, but the receiver ran into him. And the announcers are saying that the Chargers may be going for this 4th and 2. Why wasn't there a flag on that 3rd down? I don't understand. Well, I guess the Chargers are going to go for it 4th and 2. Here comes Justin Herbert, slings it to the outside, and it is incomplete to Mike Williams. Man, that kind of sucked the energy out of that drive, didn't it? Yeah, no field goal. And that's a turnover on downs for the Chargers at the 30. What happened? There was so much momentum, then all of a sudden it vanished. Like a Houdini act. What was that? Chat wants to go for the points. I understand going for it there. But at the same time, I was trying to figure out what happened in that play, if it warranted a flag or not, which I'm like 90% sure that it should have. Wow. Okay. All right. Chargers defense going to come back out on the field here. Yeah, tough luck. We got to keep going though. Keep your heads up, guys. That's crazy. I also have to keep in mind, yes, the real Elliott does mention the Chargers right now have a backup kicker. They have a backup kicker, so that would have been what, like a 40-yard field goal somewhere along those lines. It would have been a tough make for a backup kicker. So maybe going for it probably not a bad idea in that situation. Still would have liked to convert. Dang. Yeah, Mike. It was in his grip. Defender made a good play on it though. It looks like Mike Williams did have it in his arms, and the defender just kind of punched it out. Chat thinks they saw holding as well. Man. Well, you know, every once in a while you're going to have to overcome stuff like this too. I felt like the biggest thing was that no call on that 3rd and short. It turns out maybe there was something on that 4th down as well. Either way, keep your head down, right? Keep your head, or I should say chin up. Keep your head down. Get back to work. Chargers defense will be back on the field momentarily. Give me 1 second here, fam. All right, we are back. Chargers 0, Browns 7. Couple of questionable no calls in the last drive, but the Chargers got to figure something out on defense to slow down the Browns and this running attack. Here come the Browns. 1st and 10 after the turnover on downs from the 28-yard line. In motion's their tight end. It looks like Kareem Hunt in the backfield. Might be a pass. Yes, it is. Jacoby Brissett tosses it over the top. Almost intercepted by 49. Drew Tranquil. A little bit too far over his head. It's going to be Amari Cooper who comes down with the 1st down and about 20 yards on that play. 20 yards on that play. Why are you so behind? A lot of the times the broadcast, from what I'm seeing to when you guys see it on YouTube, there is going to be a delay. So that's probably why you guys are seeing us a little bit behind there. But if you guys want to sync it up, you can pause your broadcast for a second, then we should catch up in just a few seconds there too. Here comes a run by Kareem Hunt. Nice stop there by Morgan Fox on the run. It'll be second and medium coming up. Second and long, I should say. Second and long. Nice play by the defense on that run game versus Kareem Hunt. Gotta hope that they can slow down Nick Chubb in the same way, because of course I think they're gonna sub him in any second now. And Nick Chubb is the dude that I'm most worried about. Here comes Jacoby Brissett again. Second and 7. It's still Kareem Hunt in the backfield. And motions they're tied into the right side once more. Chargers 5 on the line. And here comes the handoff by Kareem Hunt. Kareem finds a hole, a gap, and he's gonna shoot it. And he's going to pick up about 15 yards on that play. Browns got the ball at the Chargers 33. This is why the combination of Kareem Hunt and Nick Chubb is so lethal. Both of them very good running backs. Of course, Nick Chubb, one of the best in the league. But Kareem Hunt, dude, he provides fresh feet on the turf pretty much every drive with pretty nice results. Put 8 in the box. Yeah, we got to figure out a way to get this defense rolling versus this running attack, man. We knew that this would be an issue. Here comes Kareem Hunt again. It's another handoff to Hunt. He's going to find a little bit of space up the middle, a little bit of shoving. It'll be about 3 or 4 yards on that pickup. We only had 2 defensive linemen, 2 linebackers in that entire box. Yeah, Chargers, they got to figure something out. This is why a lot of people were hoping that we'd see Abonia available for this game. He's been very decent versus the run. One of the better traditional nose tackles on the roster. Why not have him active? Here comes a flag, waiting to see the results of it. Yeah, the Chargers got to clean up their tackles. Clean up their tackles. We're still waiting to see what the penalty is. Unsportsmanlike conduct on Kenneth Murray. I didn't catch. They also had an unsportsmanlike conduct on Jedrick Wills of the offense. So those are going to offset. But Kenneth Murray's got to cool off, man. That's his first one. He gets another one. He is out. Tara noticed that Adderley has been benched and Gilman is in. Interesting. The Chargers likely use him as a personnel decision, as Adderley is more the guy you want versus the pass. There's a bug on the screen. Adderley's the guy you want versus the pass, and Gilman is more of your run support. So maybe that's why we're seeing a bit more of Alohi Gilman in this game. We need somebody to help clean up those runs, because Nasir Adderley's definitely not been that great in tackling this season. And now we're going up against a team that's really hard to tackle. Rick Monterosas is not being negative, but I feel like our offense is met without Keenan Allen or another good route running wide receiver. I feel you a little bit there too. It does help get Mike Williams open more often than not, but I do feel like Mike Williams can get open on his own too. We got to give him that shot there. Rick, thank you so much for the $5 hollow, my man. Here comes another run by Nick Chubb, and Chubb, or I should say Kareem Hunt, and Hunt is going to pick up about 3-4 yards in that play. And the Browns in the red zone now. The Browns in the red zone. Who scored the first touchdown? It was Nick Chubb. It was a big run too, man. Big run by Nick Chubb. Second and 7 coming up. Yeah, it would be tough. The Chargers, if they can get a stop here, that'd be a big win in terms of figuring out how to slow down the Browns. But right now, they got to figure out their tackling first. Second and 7 to the outside. It's Kareem Hunt again, and cleaned up by Chris Rumpf, who was out there as well. Nice tackle by Chris Rumpf, pushing him out of bounds. 3rd and 1 coming up. 3rd and 1. It's been a tough go of it so far, man. Chargers defense just not able to find any footing versus the Browns running attack. And this is going to be a very important game going forward, too, in terms of how the Chargers have stacked up. Here comes the 3rd and 1 try. It looked like Jacoby Brissett kept it. He kept it and converted. First down for the Browns, 11 yards to score. Can the Chargers stand tall and not allow these monster running backs in? Whew. Can we do it? First down coming up for the Browns in the red zone. And the Chargers got to find a way, got to make a play, got to find a way to make something happen. 1st and 10, Jacoby Brissett steps back. Jerry Tillery finds a little bit of space in the middle, and it's going to be Amari Cooper in the end zone for another Browns touchdown. J.C. Jackson trailing just behind him again. J.C., man. I was really hoping this would be a game that he can really step up and prove that he's at least at 100, or at least 90% in terms of his direction, and does get beat on like a deep zig, a deep in and out, and a nice play by Amari Cooper. Yeah, that didn't look good for J.C. Jackson, man. That was not good. He bit really hard on that fake to the inside by Amari Cooper and cost him all leverage to the outside, which resulted in the touchdown. Yikes. Well, it ain't over yet. 4 minutes in the first quarter. But the Chargers got to make up some ground big time here, man. This was the thing that I was most worried about with the Chargers in terms of this game. If they go behind 1 or 2 scores, it's just going to give the Browns every reason in the world to start running it like crazy. That's pretty much the formula if you're Cleveland, right? Get the lead, keep the lead, and keep running on the ground. Keep churning it with the best, most physical part of your team in those running backs. Now the Chargers are going to have to play some catch-up here, but the biggest thing that I have to point out about the Browns this season that's been absolutely stellar in terms of their offense, their time of possession leads the league so far this year. I think something an average of like 33 to 38 minutes per game. Something ridiculous. And the Chargers kind of digging themselves into a bit of a hole right here with the 14-0 trailing score behind the Browns at this point. They got to figure out a way to close that gap a little bit this next drive. But still, so much game left to play, man. We still got, I know we're behind 2 scores, but I mean like 4 minutes left in the first quarter. Chargers got some time to sort this out, but yes, they got to dig themselves out of this hole. They got to figure out something defensively. Otherwise, this game, it doesn't matter how good Justin Herbert is, we're never going to catch him. And 2, Justin Herbert and the Chargers need to make sure that this offense is as efficient as possible in moving down the field and getting touchdowns. We need touchdowns, not field goals. Because again, we have a backup kicker in there right now. And the Browns, if you're going to get ahead of them, you got to start taking some risks here too that pay off. Of course, I feel like the last 4th down one, the refs maybe had a little bit to do with that one, but still, we got to figure a way out to convert that. I think Mike Williams could have hung on to that too. We got this though, baby. Still the first quarter, a lot of football left to play. I was way too excited about this game to give up on it so early. So we're gonna hang in there, man. Keep our chins up and hope that Justin Herbert can go out there and put on a show. So if anything, we got Justin Herbert. That's our biggest X factor as a team is Justin Herbert. We're about to see him get to work. Justin, or I should say J.C. Jackson, too. We may have a discussion about him in the next week or so. Because there was always a chance that maybe his game doesn't translate from New England to Los Angeles. There was always a chance of that. Do I think that's the case right now? Not really. Not yet. Not yet. Because, again, one of your biggest tools as a defensive back is going to be your closing speed, the agility, acceleration, burst. And it feels like it's just like not gone, but very, very hobbled right now, right? It's not at 100% in terms of what J.C. Jackson can do with it. And that's probably his bread and butter in terms of his physical traits. He's got to be able to close that distance quick. And I just, especially in that last touchdown play, it just feels like the recovery from that fake, there was no recovery. He just kind of stumbled on himself. That finesse is very important. So we're going to, again, I don't want to keep saying let's be patient with JC because this is the game that I was hoping to see some semblance of that return. But it may warrant at least a discussion at some point this week. Oh, yeah, the game's far from over yet, though, guys. Sit back, have some fun with it. I know 14-0 is kind of like, ooh, but at the same time, the game is far from over. Far from over. 1st and 10 Chargers on their next offensive drive. In motion is Michael Bandy to the outside, and here comes Austin Eckler. Nice cut up the middle, and Austin Eckler, lots of space up in front of him. Austin Eckler to the 40, the 30, the 20, catching up from behind the 10, the 5, and Austin Eckler all the way down to the 5-yard line. Let's go! Austin Eckler brings that spark to the offense that we were looking for. And he's going to have himself a big game today, baby. Let's go! 30's in the chat. Chargers instant red zone opportunity. Austin Eckler, huge play, 71-yard run, and a trip to the red zone. Let's go, baby. Attack him on the ground. Do it, do it. Looks like he's got some space to operate already. Here comes JK. At the 10-yard line, it'll be another run. Excuse me, it's going to be Sony Michel. He picks up nothing. 2nd down coming up. Let's go, 30. Slad says, love when I can wear my white Slater jersey. Yeah, baby. The white Slater, the semblance of great run blocking for Austin Eckler. Much love, Slad. Thank you for the $2 holla. Zion Johnson, too, there, man, with a great block to help out Austin Eckler and getting some space up the middle. Beautiful play there by number 30. Let's get him back out there, baby. We still see Sony Michel out there. Xander Horvath also out there. I would actually consider handing him the ball. It's going to be Justin Herbert. They're looking for Xander Horvath in the pass. He's going to toss it to the inside instead to Trey McKitty. And that's going to be incomplete. 3rd and goal coming up. 3rd and goal. Come on. We need a touchdown, baby. We need a touchdown. Get number 30 back in there, baby. The Chargers have been going to that play quite a bit this season. The PA boot trying to get the touchdown to the fullback. Let's see if the Chargers can punch it in here. 3rd and goal. I see Donald Parham out there. Donald Parham in motion to the top of the screen. Austin Eckler in motion. Might have been illegal motion. Dang it. Flag on the play. Hugo says, what did I say? It's far from over. Stay positive. Let's go, Hugo. $2 holla and the positivity. False start on the Chargers. Jamari Sawyer, his first rookie mistake in terms of penalties. We have to give him a little bit of leeway, but still, it does make this a bit more difficult. 3rd and goal from the 9-yard line now. The 9-yard line. 3rd and goal from the 9. I would be looking for Donald Parham in this instance here, man. He's going to be a mismatch no matter what. 3rd and goal. Justin Herbert fires it off to the back of the end zone. There was a guy there. And Donald Parham. He may have been interfered with. Maybe a little bit of interference there. 4th and goal coming up, though. Fourth and goal. They're going to go for the field goal here. This is going to be the new kicker. See if he can figure this out. Yeah, I didn't see any flags on that one. Dang. Give me a second to digest that, guys. Because I wanted to say that there shouldn't have been a flag. It could have gone either way, but at the same time, that was some huge momentum by Austin Eckler that I just feel like we need to capitalize on that. Still 3 points. It's something. The Chargers, I think if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to figure out something on defense too, huh? We got to stop relying on flags and focus on routes and get us open. Yeah, for sure. The Chargers, I feel like they do lean on that a little bit because of the way they operate with Mike Williams and Donald Parham. Both those guys jump ball dudes. And the biggest reason why the NFL and coaches like to go for that is because, for one, you can come down with it. And for two, it does draw a lot of flags, too, if not defended properly. But at the same time, the whole flag situation has not really been in our favor this year, so we can't really lean in on that, huh? That's a good point to be made. Mac Anthony says play calling in the end zone is basura this year. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great this year. Of course, the toughest part on the field to play from. Very few, plays in the playbook that are going to be 100% from that part of the field. But, yeah, the Chargers got to figure something out there. Steve Simmons says, at Atlanta Pride Parade, but squeezing some Charger time in with Director and Bolt fam. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got a long ways to go on this one, man. 2.5 minutes in the first quarter. Chargers got 3. But it's going to be a long climb. If the defense is going to be the biggest factor in this game right now. The offense is going to have to continue trying to drive downfield and put up points. But the defense, they're going to have to step up in terms of their tackling. The tackling has been pretty bad so far. Yeah, I feel you guys. I feel you. Thank you again so much, Steve Simmons, Mac Anthony, for the $2 and $5 hollows. We'll be right back here, guys. Give me 1 sec. All right. Here come the Cleveland Browns' next offensive possession. Yeah, the defense. That's going to be a big narrative going on from here on out, man. The first quarter has made a statement to the Chargers that they're going to run fearless, and they're going to run hard. And the Chargers at this point definitely need to figure out how to wrap up some tackles. Blaming Herbert, he's playing terribly. Herbert, again, I don't know if I'm seeing too much from Herbert in terms of, bad play. We'll have to wait and see. Here comes the first run by Chubb to the outside, wrapped up by Austin Johnson. It's going to be a pickup of just a few yards. Second down coming up. Nice play by Austin Johnson. But offense does need to execute, yes. I saw one really nice play by Joe Lombardi. I would like to see that kind of creativity inserted more often, too, into the offensive scheme here. 2nd and 7 coming up. So far, Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt have been carrying this Browns offense. Amari Cooper as well has been having himself a pretty nice game versus J.C. Jackson. 2nd and 7 coming up. Jacoby Brissett. I'm looking at 3 wide receivers out there. And here comes Brissett trying to scramble. He's going to try and run for it. No, he's going to toss over top, and it's going to be Chubb in the wheel route who's going to drop it. Goes straight through his hands. 3rd and 7. Fortunate for the Chargers, that would have been a big gain as he got a step on Derwin James. But Jacoby Brissett throwing on the run puts it way too far in front of Nick Chubb. Goes through his hands. 3rd and 7 coming up. Whew. That would have been big. That would have been real big. And then stopping Nick Chubb with that kind of momentum on a wheel, that would have been tough. 3rd and 7 coming up. Would have been kind of a blemish on Derwin James. Fortunately, his record remains clean. 3rd and 7. Trio of wide receivers at the top. And it looks like we're going to see a timeout on the field. A timeout. Cleveland Browns. Not a lot of Spatch Joseph Day, am I wrong? Yeah, maybe. We should see plenty of him today. Of course, we're going to need him versus the running attack of the Browns. I can't comment on that. 3rd and 7. We're waiting for the Browns timeout to conclude, and then we'll see if the Chargers can finally get off the field on this one. This will be pretty big. The Chargers' best defensive drive so far. Mind you, there was a dropped pass to Nick Chubb that kind of helped that out. Trio wide receivers at the top of the screen yet again. David Njoku at the bottom. They put one of the receivers in motion to the top of the screen. 3rd and 7. Jacoby Brissett looking for a receiver. He's going to fire it off to the sideline. And again, maybe a little bit too far. Number 11, Donovan Peoples-Jones gets in there for the stop. 4th and 6, though. It's going to be a gain of 1 yard, and the Browns have finally been held. Let's go, baby. 4th down. Chargers got to stop. Let's keep that up, baby. If the Chargers can figure something out on defense, I think the Chargers got a chance here. The defense going to, again, be the key to this game. They got to sort that out. That's a good start right there. 4th down. Finally, let's go. Let's go. Get the offense back out there on the field. See if we can get some sort of momentum before the fourth quarter, before the second quarter. Let's go, baby. Nice stop on defense. Derwin James, by the way, the one able to get Donovan Peoples-Jones down. Still, Donovan Peoples-Jones had to go down with it, or he had to dive for that ball. It would have been pretty difficult for him to get back up and convert that for a first down. Here comes the return by DeAndre Carter. Carter's got some space on the outside. Picks up about 8 or 9 yards on that play. And the Chargers will start from the 25-yard line. I love those returns. Walking the tightrope. 3-14 is going to be your score. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Chargers down. Couple scores. Can change their stars with this next drive. Of course, one other statistic I got to keep you guys aware of. The Browns are one of the worst fourth quarter teams in the NFL. Got to keep that in mind as well. Hopefully that comes into play in this one too. We got this, baby. Chat's asking for Spiller not active this game. That was one thing in my preview video that I was really hoping to see in this game. The first active game for Isaiah Spiller. Of course, the Browns ranked 30th versus the run. I would have loved to see a couple of reps for Isaiah, maybe in lieu of Sony Michel, who's been averaging like less than 2 yards a carry since the last couple of weeks. We need to figure something out in terms of the RB2 still. I think he's on the roster. He just needs to get a chance to be active and prove what he's got, especially versus games like this with this particular opponent. Mari Cooper and Chubb carry them. Yeah, no. They're a good football team. Again, the Browns I view as a very good football team. And when they get Deshaun Watson back, no matter what my opinion is on that, they're going to be even more lethal. So you got to respect your opponent, right? We knew that this would be the Nick Chubb show. Chargers did a good job shutting that down last drive. Hopefully they can continue on with that as the game goes on. You got to get at least, 3 or 4 more stops in order to keep this Browns team behind you. Got to hit those spots. Yeah, let's see if Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense can figure something out offensively here to move the ball efficiently, but I think more importantly, find a way to score. You got to get on the board via touchdown this drive. Got to happen. Put Bandy in. I think we saw Bandy in a couple of plays that last drive. He'll be in there. He'll get his shot. Got to get open. Knee points, Herbert, Eckler, Bandy. I know, dude. Every Chargers fan in here that's got a fantasy football team. I'm in a league of record of like 11 years here. I got Mike Williams and Austin Eckler in on this game too. So far, Austin Eckler's been doing fantastic. Let's see what Mike Williams has been up to. We also do have an underdog fantasy slate here with the Chargers game. Of course, I was feeling pretty strong about this one. I did have, let's see if I can find it here real quick. I did have Nick Chubb going for over 100 yards. I'll be upfront with you guys there. And I think I was pretty clear with that with my picks this week too. Let's see, I have Eckler with 38 receiving yards. Going to have to get more receiving yards there. Nick Chubb with higher than 92 rushing yards. He's already got 59 on the day. And Herbert with over 276 passing yards. You're going to have to figure that one out too. Here comes the first run by the Chargers. Austin Eckler up the middle, and there is a flag. Let's keep Chubb to 100 yards flat. I feel you. Trey Evans says, can't wait to see the Chargers in person week 9 versus the Falcons. Going with 4 Falcons fans. Also, Game Controller still in your logo for the intros. Appreciate you for everything you do. Hey, Trey, thank you so much, man. Yeah, we got to get a bunch of stuff updated. There's a lot of animations that are kind of joint in with other aspects of the channel, but we're going to get everything updated here soon enough. Appreciate it, man. Love the Falcons game hype. That should be a pretty fun one. And it's going to be a face mask, by the way, on the Cleveland Browns. Chargers are going to get a couple of yards there and a first down. Have so much fun out there, man. Really appreciate the love and the support. It's going to be a good game. You chose a good one there. I also take into account the opposing team that I'm watching. There are players that I would love to see in person. I wanted to see Big Ben before he retired. That's why I chose the Steelers game last year, as well as I was a big fan of Najee Harris. And that was such a fun game. The same thing this year. I like Tua, Xavier and Howard. I like a bunch of those Dolphins. That's why I chose that game this year too. Thank you so much for the $10 hollow, man. Here comes 1st and 10 for the Chargers offense at the 44-yard line. Justin Herbert, he's going to sling it over top, testing them deep. Mike Williams comes down with it. Yo, Mike Williams, was he touched? I think he was. Mike Williams, big reception there. And that's a huge, huge play by Mike Williams. Tested up against Denzel Ward. And Williams, what a catch, baby. Bodying out the receiver. End of the first quarter, and the Chargers got themselves some momentum. 38 yards and a first down. Chat says he's hurt. I saw him get up a little gingerly, but I think he's okay. Oh, I hope not, man. I hope not, dude. It would be just like the Chargers to get a huge play and then have such a huge negative factor on top of that. He says he's smiling. I think he'll be okay. That's what I was thinking, too. I saw him get up like, maybe limp a little bit, but I don't know. From my point of view, it looked like he was all right. But we got a commercial break to sort that out. Beautiful catch by Mike Williams. That was a Mike Williams catch if I've ever seen one. Let's see if Popper has anything out here. Brown safeties are lining up 7 to 8 yards off the line of scrimmage. Justin Herbert took advantage of that with a deep shot to Mike Williams. That's what you want to see, man. Popper says Mike Williams shaking up after that jump ball. I think he'll be okay. Let's take a look at the fantasy squad real quick. The director. That was a big play by Mike Williams too, man. Mike Williams, Austin Eckler off to a good start this game. Hopefully Mike Williams can stay on the field though, man. He looked okay in my opinion though. He looked okay from my perspective. Now, that's the second drive in a row, but we got a big play via these star players, right? We got Austin Eckler with the huge run last drive. We got Mike Williams with the huge catch this drive. Now is the time to capitalize. The Chargers will be in the red zone when coming back from commercial into the second quarter. You got to put a touchdown on the board. You got to score here, man. Close that gap. If we can come in within 4 points, I think the Chargers are back in this. Give the defense something to fight for. That's what I'm saying, baby. We all knew they were going to run the ball all game. Let's go defense. Let's do it, baby. Tara's manifesting that Bandy touchdown. Come on, universe. Give us a Bandy. Williams in the blue tent is what Sonia is saying. We'll keep an eye on that. Kenneth, that's exactly what I envisioned it be as well. He says, wind knocked out of Mike. He should be okay. That's exactly what I envisioned with that play. If you guys saw how he went up for that, again, bodying out Denzel Ward, came down with it, landed on his back. I mean, if it was something serious, I think we would have known right away. But I think maybe he just got the air knocked out of him. Let's go, baby. Big catch by Mike, dude. That's why we drafted the big man out of Clemson 2017. This is why. For catches and plays like that. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chargers in the red zone. Justin Herbert in motion is going to be Michael Bandy, and it's going to be a handoff to Austin Eckler. Eckler hits the outside, and Eckler picks up a couple yards. Correction, Joshua Kelly in on that play. 2nd down. We're looking for 81 on the field, too. I failed to look for 81 on that play. Joshua Kelly. 3 yards in that play, 2nd and 7. Do you guys see 81 out there? Jadeveon Clowney in on that stop, by the way. Very nice edge rushers for the Cleveland Browns. I think I see him at the top of the screen. I think there's Mike Williams sighting there. Here comes Justin Herbert, tosses it to the underneath, and that's going to be Mike Williams. And Mike Williams picks up another 10 yards and a first down. Chargers got the ball, Cleveland 5. Let's go, baby. 1st and goal coming up. Justin Herbert, nice readjustment. Jadeveon Clowney in his face. Herbert able to sling it just in the area of Mike Williams. Mike Williams does the rest. Beautiful play there, baby. Let's go. Let's go, Howard. The $10 holla. Let's get it. Appreciate the love there, man. 1st and goal, Chargers. It's time to punch it in. Joshua Kelly in the backfield. In motion is DeAndre Carter to the bottom of the screen. Here comes the run by J.K. And J.K.'s found some space. And J.K. all the way to the end zone. That is a Chargers touchdown. Joshua Kelly. I believe his first touchdown of the season. The Chargers close the gap. Beautiful. Thank you so much for the $10 holla, Hal. He says wrecked. Beautiful play by the Chargers. Beautiful design on the ground and beautiful drive by Justin Herbert and Mike Williams to set it up. Let's see 25s, 81s, and 10s in the chat as the Chargers close the gap. Now a 4-point lead instead of a 2-touchdown lead for the Cleveland Browns. Chargers with an excellent drive there on offense. Beautiful. Let's go, baby. Both up says, let's keep Sony on the bench. This is why I would have loved to see Isaiah Spiller in on this game, man. The Browns are not great versus the run. So lethal on the edge. Great defensive backs. Little soft up the middle. Let's go, baby. Nice play there by the Chargers offense, getting in there. 10-14 is going to be your score. We'll be right back after a quick commercial break here on NFL Game Pass. I will be back in just a couple of seconds here. Slad coming in there with a $2. Says, That's what I love to see there, baby. Thank you so much, Slad. Then Rex with a $20 holla says, let's go, Bolts. Let's go, Director. It's time for this Chargers team to make a statement. I think. Let's get that run defense balled up a couple more drives. Give Justin Herbert some time to get down the field. Good things are going to happen. Rex, thank you so much for the $20 holla, baby. Let's go, dude. Appreciate the love, man. Thank you so much, Rex. Let's go, dudes. Shout out to all the shout outs in the chat, man. Shout out to my super chats, dude. You guys rock, baby. Karen with the $25 holla says, here we go. Thank you, Josh. Let's get it, baby. JK out here making everybody smile, man. Karen, thank you so much. $25 holla. I see the trend now. I see the trend here. We got a 30 for Austin's next little house with 25 for JK. This is the way to celebrate, baby. Thank you so much, Karen. I appreciate the love and the support. Everybody, man. Karen, Rex, Slad, SB559 coming in here says, like I said, give Kelly more work. That is the way to do it, baby. Good things are going to happen. Taylor says, why is Spiller out? He has yet to play. He's just not been active. A lot of people ask if it's about the injury. I don't think it's about the injury. I think it's just something to do with the personnel decisions. Either way, Karen, thank you so much for the $25 holla. Thank you, Rex, for the $20 holla and all the amazing love in the chat, man. Super hype, dude. Super hype. JK, congratulations to him. First touchdown of the season. Defense, if they can keep it up from last drive, Chargers get a chance to maybe take the lead here before going into the tunnel. Still a lot of football left to play in the second quarter and the first half. Should be interesting. But I'll come back to the Spiller comment in just a second. Give me about 30 seconds here, chat. We'll be right back. And we are back. The announcers just mentioned the Chargers dead last in running the ball this season. So far, already 93 yards on the ground. Our best game of the season so far. And here comes the kickoff to the Cleveland Browns. It's going to be fielded by number 80 of the Browns. It's Rodgers, who's going to get a nice cut there. Takes it past the 20, to the 30, to the 32, and finally wrapped up by the Chargers. Again, need to clean up the tackling a little bit. Get some extra reps in practice. Practice them tackles this week. JC getting... Was that JC in on special teams? Ooh. Got to remember, we got a backup kicker in there today. A backup kicker. And that's going to come into factor a couple times. Already came into factor once this game with a fourth down decision at the 30-yard line. I'm guessing the Chargers like to be closer to the 20-yard line before deciding to hand it off to their new kicker of the week. Taylor says, my school done effed up. They gave us a take-home exam, and I think we ain't going to cheat. Taylor, don't cheat, man. You remember things better when you sit and study, right? Take the moral victory. Like we obviously did in high school. Good luck on your exam, man. First carry by Nick Chubb. He's going to pick up a couple yards there. Nice stop by the Chargers. 2nd and 6 coming up. Why aren't we using Spiller? I don't know. At this point, they keep saying that he needs to earn the role of RB2 or 3 or just, a roster spot in general. So he has not been active this year so far. And I don't know if I agree with that decision right now. I think Spiller has the makings of an RB2. They just need to give him an opportunity. 2nd and 6, carry by Nick Chubb again, and wrapped up by the Chargers defense. Khalil Mack in there with a really nice hit. stealing that edge and only allowing a couple of yards to Nick Chubb. 3rd and 4 coming up. Might we see another stop here, baby? This is where the defense can step up again. 2 stops back to back. That would be a tremendous help to the Chargers in gaining some momentum in the first half. 3rd and 6 coming up for the Browns, or 3rd and 4. And the Browns lining up to pass. Trio of wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Chargers still weary of the run. And it's Jacoby Brissett who's going to be looking. He's going to be firing it off, and too far is Amari Cooper. In coverage was K9 Kenneth Murray, who kept up with them. And that's a 4th down for the Chargers. Hey, can we see some K9s in the chat, baby? We don't get to say that too often. K9s in the chat. Let's go. He kept up with Amari Cooper on that play. Looked decent in that coverage snap. Follows him on the drag. Of course, a bad pass by Jacoby Brissett, but nice effort there by K9 to keep pace. Even if he does come down with that, and it is thrown directly to Amari Cooper, I think it's still short with Kenneth Murray tackling him there. Nice play. Let's go, K9. That is a 4th and 4 and a punt by the Cleveland Browns, and the Chargers offense will get right back on the field, hoping to take the lead in the lead in this drive. Ooh, that punt was big though, dude. Oh, that punt was big. Inside the 5, touched dead by a Brown returner or defender there. It was going for the sideline. That would have been a big help to the Chargers, or it was going for the end zone. But instead, the Chargers are going to start this drive inside the 5. Yikes! Hopefully the Chargers can get out there again with this run defense of the Browns being as bad as it is. Maybe we can get at least a little bit of space for Justin Herbert to operate. I would say, honestly, in this situation, I'm handing it to Xander Horvath. That is what I would do in this situation. Give it to Xander. Try and get a couple of yards up the middle just to give some space to the playmakers through the pass if necessary. That's what I would do. I do see Xander in there, I think. Yeah, Xander lined up at running back right now. At fullback, I should say. Austin Eckler behind him. Browns trying to shoot that gap, and it is Xander. And Xander's going to pick up a couple yards and a little bit extra. And that's going to be 3 yards. 2nd and 7 coming up at the 4-yard line. I like the decision. It was very close to breaking off for at least 10. But it does buy a little bit of space for your offense to operate. 2nd and 7 coming up for the Chargers offense. Can they buy themselves a little bit more room? Renee! Here you go. Yeah, watch out, man. Them mods will get you. They'll knock your heads. 2nd and 8 for the Chargers offense. Pinned against their own end zone. 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert slings it to the outside. Who's available? That's going to be Josh Palmer. Again, utilized very similarly to how we've seen Keenan Allen in the past. Keep utilizing that. And that's a 1st down for the Chargers, too. I thought it may be just a little bit short, but 1st down for the Chargers at the 11-yard line. The Bolts have dug themselves out of this hole. Still pretty close to their own end zone, but definitely not up against it anymore. Let's see if the Chargers can continue building some space for themselves. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. It's going to be a quick pass to Donald Parham. We got a Parham sighting. And Donald Parham, or I should say that's not Parham. That's Mike Williams. Donald Parham's so huge. Mike Williams so huge. We got them confused, but still another reception by Mike Williams, who does pick up about 5 yards. I got all excited. I want to see that chicken parm, baby. But nice effort there by Mike Williams to pick up 5 yards. 2nd and 5 coming up. Opens up a little bit more what you could do in the playbook. I think they'll be 2nd and 5 at the 16-yard line at this point. Justin Herbert and the offense line up yet again. Bit of a soft look up front. Might be tempted to run it here. And it is going to be a run. And it's going to be Joshua Kelly, who does make some space for himself with a couple of very nice moves up the middle. And that's going to be a 1st down Chargers yet again. 1st and 10 at the Chargers 28-yard line. Now we've got some space to work, baby. Let's go. Quangut Swag coming in here with the $5 odds. Do you think the Chargers should get Tyron Johnson since he's been waived? I wouldn't rule it out, man. I would say maybe. I think the Chargers also could make a big splash in the wide receiver free agent market, but we kind of do need help now, so I can't rule that out at this point. Thank you for the 5 there, baby. First and 10, Justin Herbert slings it over the top, just out of reach of Gerald Everett. It's going to be second down coming up, second and 10. Would have been a very nice reception, just a little too far for G7. Very close, very close. Yeah, Joshua Kelly have himself a nice game today too, baby. 21 yards and a touchdown for JK. That was a very nice first down there a couple of plays ago. Second and 10 coming up. The Chargers. I'm looking at three receivers and a motioning Donald Parham. Here comes the run. It's Austin Eckler who breaks a tackle. Austin Eckler, he's going to fight for it. I think he's got it. First down, Chargers. Austin Eckler with the second effort, the stiff arm in the second effort, gets the Chargers all the way down to the 38-yard line and a fresh set of downs. Let's go, Austin Eckler. Dude's been a monster since last week. That's what you love to see. First down, Chargers, fresh set of downs. 38-yard line, let's go. Slide with the 23. He says, $2 holla. So glad to see Parham on the field, for real. Dude, and Donald Parham offers more than just his receiving ability. He's a pretty decent blocker at this point in his career as well. Let's go, baby. Good to see number 89 back on the turf. First and 10 coming up. Justin Herbert. It's a handoff. It's Austin Eckler again, and Eckler's going to break off for another 15 yards, and the Chargers continue to drive. The Bolts now in Browns territory, and Austin Eckler checks out. Nice plays there, baby. Austin Eckler. I was worried that he was a little shaken up there. He looks okay. Might see JK back out there on the field. Quick jersey adjustment for number 30. Now I think we see number 20 on the field. That's going to be Sony Michel. Jason Moore at the bottom of the screen, I do believe. And Justin Herbert, it's going to be kind of a screen pass. That's JK, as a matter of fact. And Joshua Kelly picks up about 15, 20 yards on that play. 22 yards and a first down. The Chargers driving. The Bolts will have the ball at the 25-yard line of the Cleveland Browns, and it was almost a broken up screen off the fingertips of a Browns defender. Still makes its way to the hands of a Joshua Kelly, who takes it all the way to the 22-yard line, or should say the 25-yard line of the Cleveland Browns. Let's go, baby. Let's go. First and 10 for the Chargers. It's going to be a pitch to Joshua Kelly. He's going to get tackled shortly after that. 3 yards on the play. Second and 7 coming up. Alex Asco 29 says, so far team's looking a little more dynamic these past two games, but let Herbsky sling it deep. I do think that play to Mike Williams, the spectacular catch versus Denzel Ward, opened things up a little bit for the Chargers underneath this drive. Let's do it again. I do agree. Let's do it again. Maybe the first play in the second half for the Chargers offensively. Jay Shaw, the $2 will come right back to that in just a second. Second and 7. Eckler in motion to the outside. Justin Herbert trying to find some space. He might take off. Justin Herbert does pick up a couple of yards with his feet. And that'll be a third and medium coming up. Third and medium. Jay Sean Bonnegan says, got NFL Plus. By the way, 79 down on the field. That's Trey Pipkins. Oh, no. No matter what this team does, Storm Norton is going to get on the field. 79's in the chat, man. 79's in the chat. Trey Pipkins is down. Trainers are looking at him. Let's go see what Jay had to say. He's like, I got NFL Plus, can't watch the game, help. Check out my video from last month there, my man, talking about NFL Plus. Unfortunately, it is the way that it is. Just look it up on my channel. Just look up NFL Plus with the director. That should be your best, easiest, quickest explanation. It's only like a 5-minute video, like a 3 or 4, even like less than that, like a 3 to 5 minute video. It'll explain why you can't watch it and what to do from there. Good luck, man. Okay, so the Chargers down a right tackle. Unsportsmanlike conduct coming in for the Browns, by the way. On John Johnson, that's going to give the Chargers some extra yardage and a first down, but we got bigger problems at this point. 79 is down. And we may be seeing a little bit of Storm Norton on the right side here in just a moment. unsportsmanlike conduct on John Johnson. The Chargers will have the ball at the 10-yard line of the Cleveland Browns. Yeah, we're hoping to see Pipkins back. We're hoping he was just shaken up a little bit. He can make his return. Isn't that crazy, the turn of narrative? Hopefully someday we can think the same thing of Storm Norton. But right now, we're terrified of Norton taking the field here after the break, it seems. They're going to take a quick break here. Whew. They wanted a penalty on Eckler. I couldn't imagine why. If you guys are wondering how to catch the game, please check out ExpressVPN and NFL Game Pass. That is the best and surest way to watch your games every single week. I've been using it for 4 years. And we will be giving you guys some instructions on how to do so at halftime, okay? So just hang on in there. Till then, we'll do our best with our descriptive powers here on YouTube to give you the best play-by-play we can. Blindside block. Ah, I see. Yeah, we're hoping we get Norton out there, and he looks like a different man in this drive. Miguel says, Daniel Popper says Storm Norton is in. Yeah, he would be the man. He would be the man behind Trey Pipkins. Now, the one thing I will say that is some semblance of good news in this situation. Storm Norton is a much better run blocker than he is pass defender, okay? Or I should say pass blocker. And in this game in particular, it feels like the Chargers are finding some success on the ground. So maybe he can step in there and just do enough, and then hopefully the Chargers can make it back with Trey Pipkins sooner than later. But that's a big if. The Chargers are still going to have to pass, and that's their best feature. That's their best trait on offense is the pass. So hopefully Storm Norton can just hang in there for this game. Here we go from Will Banks. 16 months, my dude, he says. He said that was a clean block by Eckler, no doubt. Hopefully Pip is okay, taken from the backside. Yeah, we can all hope and pray for Pip, dude. Trey Pipkins, he's been that project player for the Chargers these last several years. It's finally paid off. He looks like a very serviceable right tackle for this team, and it's very gutting to see him go down. Finally, when finding some momentum for himself. Slad with $2 houses. Storm, just do your best. Positive vibes only. Yeah. If there's something to look forward to with Storm Norton, it's that he's an okay run blocker. He's just such a bad pass blocker that we always forget. But let's hope for the best with Storm Norton as he makes his way onto the field. Mike Boyette coming in with 21 months. Says, let's go, Chargers. Appreciate the love there. Thank you, everybody, so much for the super chats. First and goal, and Storm Norton should be out there. Yes, he is. Here comes the first run, and unsurprisingly from the left side of the field, it's going to be a quick stop there by Jadeveon Clowney. Looked like it was a handoff to Xander. No, it was Austin Eckler. I think that was more on the tight end than it was Storm Norton, by the way. It looks like the tight end kind of dived. And that just left Jadeveon Clowney wide open to get the tackle for loss there. Second and goal coming up. The Chargers lining up. 4 wide, and Austin Eckler in the backfield. Justin Herbert tries to find some space. He does. It's going to be a screenplay. Austin Eckler's got the ball. Austin Eckler takes it all the way to the house, and that is a Chargers touchdown and the lead. The screen to the end zone, and the Bolts are back on top, baby. Let's go. 30's in the chat. The Chargers find a way. They say, hey, dude, we know that Jamari Sawyer's a rookie. We know he's going up against Myles Garrett. We're going to go ahead and trust that he can buy Justin Herbert just enough time for Austin Eckler to get open, and he does. The Bolts are back on the board. 17-14 is your score, and Austin Eckler's having himself another day. Let's go, baby. Woo-wee! Great day for Austin Eckler. You guys want to know something kind of ironic today, too? A and G, okay, Gurdon, who I'm facing in fantasy football today. Big props to you, my man. You and I wanted to make that trade happen. He's a huge Saints fan, Alvin Kamara fan, who I owned. I'm a huge Chargers fan, Austin Eckler fan, who he owned. We made the trade, and we're playing each other today. Just going to point out the irony of that a little bit. Hal W with the $10 holla. He says, touchdown. Let's go, baby. Touchdown holla. That's what you like to see, Al. Thank you so much for the $10 holla and the hype. Austin Eckler's having himself another fantastic day. Let's take a quick look at the underdog, too. Thank you so much, Hal. $10 holla. You the man there, baby. You the man. A couple more hollers coming in. Christian Milano says these moments define us. That's what you're saying, dude. We had Storm Norton in there. The momentum was starting to come down a little bit, but the Chargers, again, I would call that a pretty decent play call given the situation. Good on you, Joe. I've seen a couple of plays where I'll say good on you, Joe. Chargers able to find a way to get into the end zone. Moments that define you. Chase Carrasco come back. He says, yo, phony Chargers fan done crying. I feel you there, dude. Then finally got a $30 holla coming in from Sunriser. Sunriser, let's go. He said, let's go, 30. Let's go bolt up, baby. Bolt up the right. All the bolts, baby. Appreciate the love there, Sunriser. $30 holla. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it. Thank you so much for the support there, my man. Looking at the underdog fantasy. We're looking very good. We just need an interception by Jacoby Brissett. We may be looking at a $60 win for Director. Guys, keep your fingers crossed for me there, man. Appreciate the love. Sunriser with the $30 holla. Appreciate the love there, man. Thank you so much. Slad coming back here says we started it at the freaking 2-yard line. That's what I'm saying, dude. Freaking believe.
Bolt up, colon underscore, 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 rack.
Thank you so much there, my man. Sunriser with the $30 holla. And the Browns are back on the field defensively. Thank you so much again, Sunriser. Great drive, as pointed out by Slad there, too, from the 2-yard line. Here comes Jacoby Brissett. He's going to toss it over top. And wide open, somehow, is David Njoku, who picks up a huge gain of 38 yards. How did he get that open? $5 holla coming in from Rick Monterosa says, so I'm leaving Vegas when we are down. On the road when we're coming back. Bottom line, Vegas is evil. And what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, baby. Keep that those vibes back home. Much love, Rick. Brusso says, I need Everett touchdown next. Let's get it, dude. Let's get a touchdown to number 7. And finally, Austin Myers says, I'm so glad I have Eckler in my fantasy league. Keep grinding, keep going. Let's go, baby. Another nice day for Eckler, but a big play just now from David Njoku. Looks like they're going to go right back to the well. Derwin James able to get him down very quickly, though. 2nd and 5 coming up. Yeah, we saw Trey Pipkins did go down. Thank you to everybody so much for all the hollas, man. Really appreciate the love there. You got crazy there for a second. Chargers defense, after giving up a big play to David Njoku, can they stop him once again? 2 back-to-back plays to David Njoku. 2nd and 5 coming up. Watch out for the run. I think I do see Nick Chubb back there. And it is going to be a run. And Nick Chubb finds a hole. He's gone, dude. Last effort tackle there by Asante Samuel Jr. saves it from being a touchdown. But the Browns are going to have it at the 3-yard line. Jeez, dude. Hey, dude, if anything, fantastic effort by Asante Samuel, man. He grabbed on, he held on for dear life. That would have been a touchdown. Can the Chargers get a goal line stand here to maintain the lead? You guys, dude, that tackle effort by Asante Samuel was very impressive. I understand what the play was, but great effort there by Asante. 1st and goal coming up. We got to hold Nick Chubb down here. 1st and goal. In motion's 18 for the Browns. Going to be another pass. Play action by Jacoby Brissett. And the Chargers pass rush almost gets home. Tosses to the back of the end zone. Derwin James was on Amari Cooper that time. Holds him down. 2nd and goal coming up. The Real Elliott says trade Storm Norton to the Browns. He would look exactly like a traffic cone. Probably, yeah, Real Elliott. Appreciate the love there, man. $5 holla and much love on the chat. Appreciate it. Derwin James now takes the responsibilities of Amari Cooper. Does a good job in coverage there. 2nd and goal coming up. Can we stand tall here, man? Only allowing a field goal would be a pretty big accomplishment from this point of the field up against the Cleveland Browns of all teams. Here comes another run. Nick Chubb trying to find the edge. Chargers all over him, and the Chargers tackle him for loss. Combination of Drew Tranquil and company, and that'll be a 3rd and goal. Come on, baby. Big statement time. Force him to pass. Force him to pass. Come on, baby. Nick Chubb almost did it there too, man. If he had cut in just a little bit sooner, I think the Chargers would be looking at a different score right now. If they can hold on just one more play, That would be a very nice defensive effort despite the big plays on offense by the Browns. 3rd and goal. Trio of wide receivers at the top of the screen. Gotta hold down these Browns receivers over the middle and just overthrown, or underthrown, I should say, by Jacoby Brissett. That's going to be a 4th down, but a flag has been drawn. Ah, that could be it, dude. I think it's going to be on the Chargers. Personal foul, roughing the passer on the Chargers. Who was it on? It was Sebastian Joseph Day. That's a fresh set of downs and likely an opportunity for Nick Chubb to pound it 3 times. Oh, good effort there by the Chargers, too. Derwin James, if it was thrown correctly, Derwin James might have had a pick there. He was well positioned. 1st and goal coming up. Come on, Chargers. Do it again. Do it again. Looking at the roughing the passer too, man. I don't know if I saw much on that. We'll have to take another look at the replay later. But maybe another fumble there by the refs. Come on. 1st and goal by the Cleveland Browns, though. Come on, dude. Come on, Chargers. Do it again. That's a great effort. I'm sorry it's coming back to this. Hold on just a little longer. Here comes Nick Chubb up the middle, and he's going to get in for the touchdown, Browns. I don't know if they're going to replay the roughing the passer again, but just in my brief look at it, it looked very sketchy. That's all I'm going to say. It looked very sketchy. We're looking at a score 21-17 Browns with 2:55 left in the 2nd quarter. And the Chargers going to be facing an uphill battle here. As unconfirmed, but the refs may have had a lot to do with that particular touchdown. Just going to call it as it is. Just going to call it as it is. Cade York is good. 21-17 is your score, but the Chargers will still have 3 minutes and all 3 timeouts to try and answer here before going into the tunnel. Yeah, I feel like the refs had something to do with that one, man. But you got to shake it off. You got to shake it off. Chargers can take the lead yet again with a touchdown before the 2nd half. But yeah, I feel you guys. Hey, man, if you feel that it was a bad call by the refs, maybe resulting in a touchdown by Nick Chubb, go ahead, and especially if you remember, go ahead and throw that big dumb emote in the chat. Go ahead and throw that big dumb emote into the chat. I'll be right back. I'll come back to the big dumbs here in just a second. We'll be right back. All right. I think the consensus is the refs messed up on that one big. And it feels like, again, we always talk about how no penalty is equal, right? Sometimes a penalty is like, oh, that sucks. Just recover and get back to it. That was a penalty where the Chargers did make a goal line stand. We're looking at a 17 tie with a field goal by the Browns. And then all of a sudden, you're looking at a Browns 21 score with a Nick Chubb opportunity up the middle at the goal line. That's going to score every single time. That's bad, man. That's bad. I don't like that one bit. Either way, you got to shake it off. You got to come back. So 3 minutes and Justin Herbert on a last drive before half. We can take the lead yet again, but, be mad now. Bolt up right after, dudes. We got to figure this out offensively. I think the Chargers have done some great things offensively. You got to go out there and put up some points this drive. Juan with the dub right there says, Popper says Pip is doing some drills on the sideline. Hopefully he can make his return this game. Come on, baby. Let's do it. Thank you so much for the update there, Juan. We can get Trey Pipkins back. I think things are looking a little bit better. Here comes the return by Carter. And Carter's going to field it at the 4-yard line. Takes it all the way back to the 20 and beyond. The charge will start at the 26-yard line this drive. And the Bolts are going to have about 3 minutes, 3 timeouts to try and get some points here before half. The Chargers did kick it away their first opening drive. It resulted in a very quick touchdown by the Browns. 40-yard or so run for Nick Chubb on that touchdown. But the Chargers will get the ball at half, so points here would be huge. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. And Justin Herbert steps back. He's trying to navigate the pocket, tosses it to Austin Eckler, who has one man to beat. And he's going to generate some yards out of that. Clock is still ticking, though. You guys got to hurry up in this offense. 3 yards by Austin Eckler on that reception. 2nd down. Clock is ticking. 2:34. Got to see some hustle by this offense. Got to see a little bit of hustle. Much of the clock has gone by as the Chargers collect themselves. 2nd and 7. Trio of wide receivers at the bottom of the screen. Austin Eckler next to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's going to sling it over the middle, and that's going to be Mike Williams, who had an opportunity for a first down, tried to juke. It's going to be 3rd and 1 instead. That may take us to the 2-minute warning. Need to see some hustle here by the offense. Here's the 2-minute warning. 3rd and 1 when back from the break. Storm Norton versus Javian Clowney is going to be a problem. Yeah, it is. It definitely is. I know. We all saw that. Mike Williams on the slant had an opportunity just to reach over and pick up that first down. Still 3rd and 1 coming up. Can the Chargers convert here and use that 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to put some points up on the board? Let's go, Mike. Chat wants to see an H-bomb. Maybe we see Mike Williams get open deep this drive. But they got 2 minutes and 3 timeouts to sort something out. What's going on, Bernard? Good to see you. The chat wants to see a little bit more of Gerald Everett. I like to pick some games that I like to see some big plays from some players. I do think last week I was pretty high on Everett. This week, it could happen. But I think the matchup isn't quite as friendly as it was last week. Everett open a lot today. I'll have to go back and take a look at it. Maybe we just need to see more opportunities to number 7. Why the hustle? We don't want to leave time on the clock. Certainly we do not. But at the same time, I think a touchdown just before half would create some serious momentum for this Chargers team that does get the ball at half as well. Chat wants to see Bandy. Chat wants to see H-bombs. Hey, maybe we can make it happen. First, we got to get this first down, though. Let's focus on this first down. I would love to see that PA boot that the Chargers have found some success with last week versus the Texans. Get Austin Eckler open underneath. Maybe a Gerald Everett in over the middle. See if you can convert this first down. But a run play here wouldn't upset me either, especially if it's handed off to Xander Horvath. Xander on that first down up against our own goal line situation, he was able to pick up about 3 yards despite all the defenders in his face. I would love to see a Xander Horvath handoff here. Come on, baby. Chat wants to see Austin Eckler take it back in there, too. Hey, man, I wouldn't be upset about that at all. I wouldn't be upset about that at all. Whew. Having another big day in fantasy today. I'll tell you guys that right now. Here comes the 3rd and 1 opportunity for the Chargers. Man, there are bugs everywhere in Cleveland today. I've noticed them all over the camera today, too. Bugs everywhere. 3rd and 1. Chargers lining up in I form. Can they hand it off to Xander? They do. Oh! Oh, man, the Browns stuffed it hard. I like the call, but the Browns were ready. 4th down, and the Chargers likely punt here. Man, dude. Direct handoff to Xander, and who was it, man? Jadeveon Clowney just shoved right through Storm Norton and tackled him for loss immediately. The Chargers, why is the offense still out there? No way we go for it here, right? No way we go for it here. You guys got to punt. Yeah, the Chargers send their special teams out there. Okay. I was like, we are not going for it on our own 35-yard line. No, sirree. Just punt it. Just punt it. Just punt it. You guys get the ball at half. Yeah, that was bad. That was bad. That's a big bad by Storm Norton there, dude. Just no space for that to develop. Hey, Danny fans back. $17. What up, Bull fans? Thank you so much, Danny. Appreciate the love there, dude. As the Chargers, nice punt by JK. Sky kick. They're going to start at the 28-yard line. But no chance to return there for Rodgers. Danny, thank you so much for the 17, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, that would have been nice to see Mike Williams fall forward for that 1st down.
What's up, Bolts fans?
Good to see you, Danny. Much love. We need to stop here by the defense. Of course, now you're in the 2-minute warning. The Browns, I do believe, still have a timeout or two. So the defense does need to make a stand here. But again, the Chargers do get the ball at half, so a stop here would go a long way. Yeah, that is a little bit on Mike. I will say that. I will say that. 1st and 10. It's going to be Kareem Hunt who picks up a good chunk of yards there, about 8 yards. Close to a 1st down. It's going to be 2nd and short coming up. Minute and 37 on the clock. Browns have 1 timeout. And the Browns showing a little bit of hustle, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Hurry up offense. Jacoby Brissett, 4 wide. And it's going to go over the top to David Njoku again. And David Njoku's going to pick it up. Tackled inbounds, though, by J.C. Jackson. Minute 16 on the clock, but the Browns got it in Chargers territory all of a sudden. Minute 09 on the clock. Close formation for the Browns. It's going to be a handoff to the outside. No, it's a fake. Flag on the field, and it's going to be complete to Donovan Peoples-Jones. In coverage, it looked like a Alohi Gilman, but we'll see what the flag was. We'll see what the flag was. Illegal formation on the offense. It's going to be 5. More importantly, that takes away the play to Donovan Peoples-Jones. But the Chargers, they got to collect themselves. Do not allow any points here. Chris says Horvath drops versus Houston cost me $5K on the... Oh, no, dude. 1 point. Oh, man. On DraftKings. That's rough there, dude, Chris. Hopefully you recover at some point in the slate today. Here comes another reception by Amari Cooper on the outside. That's a 1st down. 15-yard reception and out of bounds. Browns have 56 seconds, and they're at the Chargers 37. Chargers playing very deep, by the way. J.C. Jackson playing 3 deep, or the Chargers playing 3 deep, and they're just giving the Browns everything underneath at this point. I don't think that was on J.C. I just think that was play calling right there, honestly. 1st and 10. Jacoby Brissett. It's going to be a draw to Kareem Hunt, and it's working. Kareem Hunt's got a lot of space. Jerry Tillery and Derwin James get the stop there. 47 seconds. And the Browns have the ball at the Chargers 27. First and 10. Brissett to the outside, and it's too far for Amari Cooper. JC was on him that play. 2nd and 10. Bit of a shove on JC, too. Yeah, Chargers playing very, very soft in coverage. It's kind of allowed the Browns to drive this far. A field goal wouldn't be terrible, but you cannot allow a touchdown here. That's where things get ugly. 2nd and 10 coming up. Second and 10. Jacoby looking for time. Pass rush is finally getting in there. And Jacoby just throws it away. 3rd and 10 coming up. 23 seconds left. We need to stop big. We need to stop big. Come on, defense. Come on. Yeah, watch out for Njoku here. I would say you guys are about 4 seconds ahead of me, so I'd appreciate not posting the results in the chat. Maybe until like 4 or 5 seconds afterwards so I can catch up here. Here comes the play by the Browns, and it is a wacky play. J.C. Jackson with the stop. The ball was bouncing around everywhere. Derwin was looking for the interception. Still 4th and 10. Nice stop by the Chargers defense. No, you guys are good. You guys are good. And JC almost logs his first interception of the year there as well. Amari Cooper. Can't come down with it, and it bounced off of players left and right. Derwin James almost had the interception as well. Here comes the 45-yard field goal attempt. It is up, and it is wide right. No good. And the Browns walk away pointless on this drive. Brandon Staley's fired up. 17-21 remains your score. 11 seconds left in the first half, and the Chargers likely take this into halftime while getting the ball back at half. Let's go, baby. Think of your chat as an active ESPN app. Yeah, for real. Nice stop there, baby. Nice stop there by the Chargers. Great miss by the Browns on the kicking. And we are into the tunnel at this point, baby. Halftime for the Chargers. 17-21 is your score. Again, kind of a crazy score. Bit high scoring. Last year, 89 total points scored. We are already, what? At 38 points in the first half. Crazy, crazy first half. Isaiah Singh's coming in here, says, why can't we ever just win with ease? I know. If you're a Chargers fan, it never comes easy, does it? You're going to have heart attacks throughout the entire game. Couple of stats to keep in mind in this one. The Browns, one of the worst fourth quarter teams in the league. I would like not to get to that point where we have to lean on that, though. I hope the Chargers can go out there, get the lead early in the first half, try and maintain it into the fourth quarter, and just use that as leverage to try and close it out. But, man, I think we got this. I think we got this. Chargers definitely figuring some stuff out on defense. Offense, couple of mistakes here and there, things to clean up, but I feel like the Chargers got as good a shot as anybody. Got to keep that momentum where you can find it. And, again, take momentum where you can get it. That stop, and especially that miss on that field goal, it's going to carry into the second quarter. I'll take it. Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take the score. Terry, you're right. I will take the score at this point. Not too bad. Could be a lot worse. No creativity on play calling. Defensively, I did not like that last drive. Of course, we got lucky not giving up any points in that drive. Offensively, I've seen some things I actually do really like, but I would like to see more consistency there too, for sure. Let's see. Teddy Bridgewater passed the concussion test. Oh, is Teddy Bridgewater out? That'd be crazy. Slide with the $2 Hollow says, I can't be the only one who wants to see us for that 4-6D. Dude, that'd be nuts. I would be cool with it, dude. I would be cool. Bring out that nasty run, that nasty pass rush as well, dude. I'd be all about that. Danny Fan says, field goal no good. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it, Danny. 18 months. 18 months. So, guys, we're going to take a quick break here for a moment. I'm going to be catching up on all the Underdog Fantasy. Again, use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100, as well as we are going to be taking a look at some other things here on other fantasy aspects, and also giving you guys an idea of how to watch the games weekly. Again, I had a lot of people in my chat today asking, how am I watching the game? Been using the same method for 4 years. It's tried and true. It's never let me down. We'll be right back after a quick word from our sponsors, ExpressVPN. We'll see you guys in about 2 or 3 minutes. Today's video is going to be a little bit different, okay, guys? Because we've got a serious problem. One I know almost each and every one of you struggle with every single year. How do I watch football? I simply want to watch football. Okay, let's Google it. I mean, look at this. Why does it have to be so complicated? NBC Sports, Sunday Ticket, Fox. Of course, I could just sign up for satellite TV for like 70 plus bucks a month. Then I could add a sports package with a hefty price tag of like 300 bucks. Wait, no. There's another option, sports fans. One that I discovered last year. One that guarantees I can watch every game I want without the fear of blackouts or channel surfing. And its name is NFL Game Pass. Right, so you're telling me that there's a service that allows me to watch any game I want with Red Zone, NFL Total Access, condensed replays, and NFL original content like Hard Knocks and even more? This is it. This is the answer. This is what I've been looking for. Oh wait, except for one thing. You can watch all the games you want, but not live. But hang on, let me finish. There's a way around this. Using the NFL Game Pass in combination with this vital tool, a virtual private network, or VPN for short. Okay, I lost some of you guys, I can tell. Just wait. What is a VPN? Well, in layman's terms, it's a legitimate service that allows your internet connection to appear like it's coming from anywhere in the world. You see, certain apps and services are subject to a thing called geo restrictions. By using a VPN, we can bounce our signal from other parts of the world to grant us access to the NFL Game Pass to allow us to watch live games. But director, are we sure this is legit? Quick Google search, completely legal. We did it! Guys, this is the answer. This is what I personally have been using for the last 2 years, and I felt it was finally time to share this method. This is an awesome way to navigate the NFL season, and one that I plan to use for the foreseeable future. And if you're like me and you want the best VPN provider out there, definitely check out ExpressVPN. I've tried a couple out. This is definitely the best one for streaming live NFL games. Now make sure you guys check out the link in the description to get 3 months off of ExpressVPN. And for a full and easy tutorial on how to set up NFL Game Pass using ExpressVPN, check out my tutorial video link in the description as well. Break the shackles of conformity and experience football the way it's supposed to be. It's football season, baby. No blackouts, no restrictions. And we are back. Huge shout out to our sponsor, ExpressVPN. Tried and true method. Been using it the last 4 years. That's how we're watching it today. Hopefully that helps you guys sort out the rest of your season. Again, NFL Game Pass, that's kind of the version of an app that I hope exists in the future, but for everybody in the States as well. Till then, ExpressVPN offers us access that in which we otherwise could not get. So guys, thank you again so much to the sponsor, ExpressVPN, the best way to watch football. Okay, let's take a look at what we got going on in this game right now so far. 17-21. What's our box score looking like? Justin Herbert, 133 and a touchdown, and Jacoby Brissett close behind with 129 and a touchdown. I'm hoping to see an interception this game. Look at the rushing yards this game, which is absolutely crazy. 151 for Cleveland, 135 for the Chargers. It's been a running day for both teams. Absolutely insane. In the receiving, Mike Williams having another solid day, 71 yards on 5 receptions. Amari Cooper, 62 yards and a touchdown. David Njoku's kind of been popping off the last couple of drives, though, 60 yards. Definitely thought we would see a little bit less of that, but I think what's going on here is that Derwin James is being pulled to different parts other than David Njoku, leaving him with maybe different coverage looks. Maybe not a bad idea for the Browns to continue pursuing that throughout the second half. Hopefully the Chargers can adjust in the second. Joshua Kelly's been looking very nice as well in the receiving and the running game. How much does he have running too? 24 yards, so about 50 yards in total and a touchdown so far. Looking very nice. One. Joshua Kelly, 22. Yeah, so pretty close to 50 yards. 1 touchdown on the ground. Looking pretty nice there. And defensively, both teams need to figure something out versus the run. Both teams are just kind of running rampant right now. The Chargers, surprisingly, more running yards than the Browns at this point, but they're going to continue leaning on that here in the second half. Now, the Chargers, as we do remember, are going to get the ball at half, so they do have a chance to close this lead pretty quickly if they do come out with a solid game plan to utilize some of the things that they did learn in the first. Drew coming in here with the 14 months. He says, "Sup, Director and Bolt fam. Feels like this will be a shootout like last year. Got to stop the run game." Yeah, absolutely. The Chargers and Browns last season, it was a 47-42 narrow victory for the Chargers. It's kind of trending in that same direction. I had the Chargers scoring 38 points in this game. They certainly still could, but the Browns are leading right now with a 21-point score. I did have the Browns scoring 28 points in this game too, so you never know what could happen. Charger Chris, the 22 months, says, "Don't worry, Chargers going to turn this around in the second half. Going to be winning going to go win and be 3-2, then beat the Donkeys next week 4-2. Book it, Director. Let's go, baby." We do have the Broncos next week. Don't want to look too far ahead, but that Broncos team has not been looking the same this season, even with Russell Wilson, which is kind of insane. Until he decides to retire, we should never move on from Keenan Allen. Absolutely, Hugo. I don't know where that comment came from or why it was stemmed, but no, do not ever move on from Keenan Allen until he decides he is done. Because I feel like Keenan Allen, he reminds me so much of Larry Fitzgerald. Is it fair to say that? Keenan Allen reminds me so much of Larry Fitzgerald, and Larry Fitz had a very good career into his mid-30s because of Bruce Arians and the way that he was able to identify his strengths as a receiver. He moved him into the slot, and he found so much success even into the very late twilight years of his career. I think Keenan has the same potential. So I would say even if Keenan right now this season is struggling with that hamstrings are so tricky. They suck. You never really know when they're going to recover. Keep leaning in on Mike or on Keenan Allen, man. Keenan evidently is one of the biggest parts of this offense. Absolutely. Absolutely. Bro Bike says we do have linebackers on the field, right? Yeah, we do. Drew's been looking pretty decent. Kenneth Murray's had a couple of nice plays, but yeah, for sure it's been kind of crazy. Oh, Carson Wentz. I'm looking at a replay here. Big touchdown for Carson Wentz. Good. I picked him up in the Chargers League of Record. I don't know if you guys are aware of this, but all the Chargers content creators got together and we started a fantasy football league courtesy of Charger Chat. And we've been doing okay in that one, I got to say. I got Nick Chubb in that league, too. I might as well take a look into that one. And as we're looking into the fantasy updates, okay, so real quickly, in my league of record of 11 seasons, we're currently over our opponent 69-21. 20 of those points on the back of Austin Eckler, 10 of them on the back of Mike Williams, 20 of them on the back of Justin Jefferson, who's having another really nice day. Very, very nice. Okay, in the league of record for the Chargers League, we are going up against Bolt Beat, by the way. So that's going to be Jason, right? Jason Reed, I think. Those guys out there are Bolt Beat, man. Very, very awesome. If you guys look for Chargers news on the daily, definitely make sure to check out their website. I read it probably 3 or 4 times a week. Very good guys out there. We are currently 43 points to their 10 points, but they don't have most of their players playing yet. We do have Nick Chubb, who has 21 points. Alvin Kamara is not really doing much, and Carson Wentz starting to step up just a little bit. Finally, Underdog Fantasy. We do have a line on this game. Nick Chubb has already broken his. We need an interception by Jacoby Brissett, and then I think we're looking pretty good. Everything else is trending to hit. If we get a interception by Jacoby Brissett, we may have turned $10 into $60 this week. If you guys want to get in on the action with that, use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100. Last week, we won $500, dude. And it was pretty dang exciting. We hit, I think, 5 of 5 on an insured bet. So if I didn't insure, it would have been $1,000, but I'm a very careful bettor, or I should say wagerer. And we have the insurance more often than not. So far, it's been looking very good. It's been looking very good. Trey Pipkins is hurt. Yeah, he is. A code DIRECTOR. Use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100. DIRECTOR is the code. Very short and simple. As we're waiting for the Chargers and Browns to come back from halftime. Waiting for the Chargers to come back from halftime. They will be getting the ball at that point, too. Yeah, very cool. I got a couple more slates today, too, that I can actually talk about. Let's see. What are we looking good on right now? The Bears and Vikings game. We hit with Justin Jefferson. Awesome. Kirk Cousins needs a couple more passing yards. And Dalvin Cook needs a little bit more in terms of receiving. We're looking pretty good there. Let's see. We also submitted on the Steelers versus Bills game. George Pipkins needed More than 7 fantasy points. He's already got that. We need a Kenny Pickett to have lower than 227 total yards. He's only got 116 so far. And Najee Harris to have higher than 2 receptions. And he's got 1 so far. So we got to cross our fingers there. But a couple of nice slates this week. I'm looking pretty nice about it. Looking pretty excited about it. Mike Williams needs to step up in his game. He's been doing pretty good this week, man, in this game. Again, Mike Williams, I think, leading the team right now. 71 receiving yards in the first half. Definitely not too bad. I think he's been stepping up very nice since Joe Lombardi's been using him more than just a possession receiver. We've been seeing some routes by Mike Williams, and that's exactly what I want to see out of him. That first-round pick, he's got more to offer, and I think we've been doing a good job these last couple of weeks to utilize that. Myles Garrett has no sacks. Saul, you're looking good. Hey, man, can we see, 68s, right? Can we see some 68s in the chat for our guy, Jamari Sawyer, going up against Myles Garrett today? We may have ourselves something real special in that kid. We knew that he was a steal, but man, this is why, dudes. This is why I want to see Isaiah Spiller so desperately. What if some semblance of resemblance, right, is found in Isaiah Spiller similar to Jamari Sawyer? Sawyer we saw as a huge steal. He should have been gone before the 4th round, I should say. Maybe the 5th, if we're being conservative. He should have been gone. Chargers got lucky, picked him up in the 6th round. I felt the same way by Isaiah Spiller. He should have been gone in the 2nd or 3rd round. We got him in the 4th. I would love to see Isaiah Spiller get an opportunity, and I feel like this would have been a good game to do that. We've only seen a couple of carries for Sony Michel this game. They've resulted in what? 1 carry. Okay, 1 carry for 0 yards. I would have liked that to be Isaiah Spiller instead, just to see what we've got in him. But that's just me. Yeah, baby, 68s. Let's go. He did have the 1 penalty, I will say. He did have the 1 penalty. But he's versus a guy like Myles Garrett. You can't ask for more than that, right? Hey, the chat's saying Pipkins is back? Yo, yes, and Joshua Kelly's been doing fantastic, too. Joshua Kelly's my RB2 right now, just to be clear. He's been so fantastic this season. But I think Isaiah Spiller's got something to offer, too, for sure. Who's saying that Trey Pipkins is back? Let me see if Daniel Popper said. Daniel Popper tweeted that Trey Pipkins back at right tackle. We may be back in business, Chargers fan. As the Browns did kick it back to the Chargers, by the way, it's going to be a run for the Chargers on their first offensive play. It's going to be Austin Eckler. Picks up about 6 yards on his first carry of the second half. That's going to be 2nd and medium coming up. Let's go, baby. We need a shirt that says 10 on the field, 1 in our hearts. I actually do quite like that. Is Spiller hurt? I think that injury's behind him. I think at this point they're just saying he needs to earn some playing time, which is kind of crazy. Chat wants a bomb to Mike Dub. Hey, the Chargers have been running so well. Why not dial up the play action a little bit more this drive? 2nd and 4. Looks like Kelly in the backfield. It is a play action. Justin Herbert's going to sling it to the sideline, and it's going to be Xander Horvath, the intended receiver, and it is going to draw a flag. Defensive lineman Takai looks like he interfered with Xander Horvath. Taki. I'm an idiot. Couldn't quite see him as he was walking around. It's holding on Cleveland, by the way. Holding. Automatic first down for the Chargers. 36-yard lines where they're going to start here. Typed a long comment, the idea of a shirt. I accidentally deleted it. No, Hugo. My DMs are always open. 1st and 10 coming up. Chargers, again, been doing great. I do like the idea of more play action this drive, too. This half in particular. Chargers been running it fantastic. Austin Eckler in the backfield. Actually, beside Justin Herbert. And it is going to be a run to Austin Eckler. Eckler, nice cut up the middle. Is going to pick up about 5 yards or so. 2nd and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 coming up. Shout out from Portland, Oregon. Hey, man, if you're a Chargers and Ducks fan, I bet you've been pretty happy these last couple of years. 2nd and 6 coming up. 19-14 Jets over Miami. Whoo! Miami doesn't have Tua, though. I hope he comes back before we play him. That's a big reason why I chose that game. 2nd and 6. Justin Herbert rolling out, trying to find some room. He's just going to step into the out of bounds. And that's actually going to be -1 yard for Justin Herbert. 3rd down coming up. He's all smiles, though. Good coverage by the Cleveland defensive backs. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Bolts. Would love to see a conversion here. Yes, Parham is in. Parham is playing. 3rd and 7 coming up. Third and 7. Can the Chargers convert here? It would be big. Come on, Bolts. 3rd and 7. Justin Herbert's got the ball. He's looking. Fires it off. It's another screen play. It's Austin Eckler. And Eckler, very close. Maybe he even has the first down, but we do have a flag on the field. Oh, no. He may have had the first down there. Flag on the field. Ineligible man on field offense. Corey Linsley. I guess I'll never understand that penalty. The announcers are trying to make heads and tails of it right now, too. 3rd and 12. Come on, Chargers. We're not going to pretend we can interpret that one. 3rd and 12. Come on, Chargers. It feels like we're going to have to win despite the refs this game. We got this. Come on, 3rd and 12. Justin Herbert steps back, looks for a target, trying to buy some time. Lots of time. Fires it off, and it's midfield, and it's Mike Williams who gets open, and that's a first down, Chargers. 21 yards for Mike Williams. He's nearing another 100-yard game this week. Let's go, Mikey. Let's go, dude. Basically a shirt that says, with Herbert in a throwing motion, posing an H-bomb in hand with receivers under him, saying weapons of mass destruction. Oh, dude. That's metal. That's how I'm going to describe that. That's metal. That would be pretty sick, dude. Eric Black with a $5 holla. We'll get to that in just one moment. Justin Herbert in the offense. 3 receivers at the bottom of the screen. Justin Herbert slings it to the outside, and it is in and out of the hands of Josh Palmer. Don't know what that was. He had it. Would have been 5 yards. 2nd and 10 coming up. That's metal, dude. Love seeing the 81s all over the chat, man. Eric Black says, we need a risk it for the biscuit hoodie. I've been thinking about buying a Riley Hopkins manual press, so maybe. Maybe. I got to get back on the shirt designs, dude. I haven't touched the shirt design since last season. And I have so many ideas, too, just not enough time to get them out of my brain. And you guys have some fantastic ideas, too, dude. 2nd and 10 coming up. Justin Herbert slings it underneath. That's Joshua Kelly, who does find some space and a first down. Let's go. Joshua Kelly, dude, he's been having a fantastic day. Chargers make people available underneath, and Justin Herbert is going to let the playmaker do their thing. And Joshua Kelly's been a fantastic playmaker this season. Nice moves, JK. Faking a man out, cutting back inside, picks up the first down, and a nice handful of yardage. JK, man, nice vision out there today. 1st and 10, Justin Herbert and the Chargers at the 35-yard line. Looking at a spread offense here. And Justin Herbert trying to buy some time. Lots of pressure up the middle. He's going to step up and take off with it. And Justin Herbert, 10 yards, slides with the first down. And Justin picks it up with his legs. The Bolts got the ball at the Cleveland 22-yard line. They are driving. Let's go, baby. Justin is back. Yeah, of course, we'll still want to be careful with him. He did suffer a rib injury early in the season, but it feels like he's feeling pretty good all of a sudden again here, too. Nice run there by Justin Herbert. 1st and 10 coming up. Herbert, lots of pressure once again. He's going to sling it up to Mike Williams, and Williams comes down with it. Yo! What a catch by Big Mikey! Are you kidding me? They're saying out of bounds, out of bounds. No, the ref says touchdown. That's a touchdown. Chargers, I think. No way he got down with that. I think he did. Are you kidding me? The right heel does go out of bounds, but I think he still maintains possession. Oh, my goodness. They're going to review it. It's super, super close, but what a catch by Big Mike. Are you kidding me, Mikey? Touchdown's under review. It looks like he had his toe and the front part of his foot in bounds before his heel went out of bounds. I think this might be a touchdown. Burrell says, anyone else watch the game on mute and listen to director commentary? Hey, man, thank you. You get to listen to this beautiful voice every week. I appreciate that, man. I think that's a touchdown. Because he had possession with those two toes in before his heel hit out of bounds. But I think the biggest question is going to be, did he have possession before his heel did hit down? I don't know. It's wait to be seen. It could go either way. Either way, man. What a catch by Big Mike, dude. Oh, my goodness. It could go either way. Now, it was called a touchdown on the field, so they're going to need indisputable evidence. So this is one of those situations that often screw the Chargers. I'm hoping it comes in clutch for us here, dude. That would be huge. You know what I want more than anything in life right now? Okay, I got to say this real quick, too. Madden Ultimate Team is hot garbage this year. I know not a lot of people love Madden. That's totally fine. It's been my guilty pleasure for like years and years and years, okay? This year, it's bad, man. They've ruined Ultimate Team with the greediness in EA. And it really kills me to say that and see it and experience it because I don't play much anymore because of that. But you know what I want so badly? I want a good Mike Williams in Madden Ultimate Team so badly. I just want to ball out with Mike Williams out there, dude. Come on, baby. Let's keep that touchdown. Give director some hope of a Mike Williams card this week. Gemini with the $5 holla. I love the trumpets. Does that sound the charge? Is that the reference? Sound the charge, baby. Thank you so much, Gemini. $5 holla and some big love. Eric says, I literally skip primetime games to be here. That's amazing, dude. I appreciate the love there, man. Much love, Eric. $2 holla. Slide with the $2 has his two toes down. That's what I'm thinking, though, too, man. Indisputable evidence is what's needed. And what I saw were his two toes down before his heel hit out of bounds. But again, it's a really close touchdown, so we can't riot too hard if it's called away or if it's overturned. But, man, what a catch by Big Mike, dude. Mike is starting to flourish. Big time. I'm sorry. I know I keep looking away because I want to check my fantasy team, but I have Big Mike and Austin Eckler in this game. And they're both doing fantastic. Here comes the call, which is under review. They're going to overturn it. They're going to overturn it. 2nd and 10 coming up. They say that the heel has to come down in bounds, even though he had both toes in. That's a bummer, man. I didn't know that. I didn't know that the heel had to plant in bounds, even though he had two toes in. Here comes Austin Eckler on a run. Austin Eckler! Holy cow! Austin Eckler all the way to the house, though! And that's a touchdown, Chargers! Austin Eckler, another monster day for Eck. Are you kidding me? Wait a minute. Another flag. Don't do this, refs. Come on. That's got to be a tutty. Personal foul, face mask, defense, I think. Let's go. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good. Austin Eckler is in, and the Chargers take the lead on their first offensive possession of the second half. That's big, man. Big momentum. 30's in the chat, baby. Let's go. I'm going to say it again because I was so unsure of it the first time. That is a Chargers touchdown. Austin Eckler. The big man does it again. Let's go, Eck. $7 holla from Danny Fan. Let's get it, baby. He says, Eck, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Thank you so much there, Danny. We got a $10 holla coming in from Hal. Touchdown, holla B, baby. Let's go, dudes. Keep the excitement going, Big Dir. Hey, let's get it, baby. This is turning into be one of those fun games of the year, too, man. If anything, Chargers fans can know that they're going to go into a fun game with the Cleveland Browns. Nail-biting for sure, but fun nonetheless. Let's go. Oh, I would have loved to see that touchdown to Big Mike, but, man, Eckler, dude, the resurgence. We knew it, too, man. We knew Austin Eckler was going to have another big game. Dude, he's got 30 points in my fantasy league right now. Get out of town. Oh, dude. Garrett, I don't know if you're watching, man. But that's rough, dude. We weren't trying to be conniving or nothing with the trade. You wanted Kamara, I wanted Eckler. But my God, man, that's crazy. That's great. And we had to give up a little bit more just so it's not a completely lopsided trade. But man, dude. Ooh. Big day by Austin Eckler. 30 points on the day. Sunriser with the $30 holla. Let's get it, baby. Let's get it.
LFG 30 _ bolt up _ bolt up bolt up.
Bolt up, baby. Sunriser, let's get it, dude. $30 holla. 30 for 30. That's what you love to see. Sunriser, thank you so much, man. That's big, dude. Appreciate the love there, my guy. Bolt up, baby. Let's get it. I sees it in the chat. I'm going to react to the chat, baby. Bolt fam. Let's ride. Hugo, coming in here. This is actually an exciting game, if you ask me. Dude, it's super fun, man. Chargers Browns never disappoints. Chargers Browns never disappoint. Oh, Russell is out there somewhere holding his head between his knees. Here come the Browns. First offensive possession of the second half. Thank you guys, Hugo Boss. Thank you, Sunriser. Everybody, appreciate all the love. Hal, Danny, you guys are amazing, man. Appreciate it. 1st and 10. Jacoby Brissett fires sideline in and out of the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. In coverage was J.C. Jackson. Another 40 burger like last year? I don't know, man. I projected 38 points. But the Chargers going to have to keep it up to get anywhere close to that number. A defense needs to keep doing their thing too, man. Defense has definitely improved since the first quarter, I will say that. But they got to keep their foot on the gas defensively. 2nd and 10. Handoff. Chubb. Chubb's going to find a little bit of space, but nice effort there by Drew Tranquil. And Derwin James to bottle him up. 3rd and 5 coming up. Dude, if we get an interception, I'll be super happy. That puts me on the path to win. $60 on a $10 wager. Or entry. $10 entry this week. General Guacamole says, it's the electric boogie woogie woogie. Let's get it, baby. $10 holla, man. Appreciate the love there, dude. 3rd and 5 for the Chargers. Can they get off the field? General Guacamole, great name. Better comment. Appreciate it, man. 3rd and 5. And it is... Oh, Asante Samuel Jr. able to tackle Amari Cooper short of the first down. 4th and 1 coming up for the Browns. Do they punt? Do they go for it? But, dude, ASJ... I mentioned in my last video, bold take, that I think ASJ is our best corner, dude. And I think JC, as he continues to catch up, could take that mantle at some point, but ASJ is just so good. Keep him on Amari Cooper. Let's go, dudes. Here come the Browns. They're going to try going for it on 4th down. It may be a fake, though. Don't jump. And the Chargers called the timeout. Don't jump. Don't jump. Pretty bold of the Browns to go for it on their own 34-yard line. But again, they got them big bruising backs. Call the timeout. Good timeout, Staley. Yeah. You want to make sure if they're really going for this that you're ready for it. Make them think about it too. Maybe they do punt it away. Come on, baby. 4th and 1 coming up for the Browns. I think they're going to go for it, dude. I think they're going for it. They're going for it. Go! Okay, Chargers. Send everything. Send it. We know it's going to Kareem Hunt. Oh, Kareem Hunt could be a run, too. Or a pass. Here comes Kareem Hunt. It is a handoff, and the Chargers are all over it, baby. That's a turnover on downs, and the Chargers got the ball in Cleveland territory. Let's go! Christian Covington makes a huge play. And the Chargers get the ball close to the red zone. Yo! 95's in the chat for Christian Covington, baby. The dude just made a huge play. Let's get it, baby. Quentin Swackham says, I'm nervous that we are going to lose. I think so far, so good, dude. That was a huge play defensively. Let's go. Turnover on downs. Oh, my goodness. 1st and 10. Here come the Chargers with great field position. It's an inside toss to Austin Eckler. He makes some space for himself, picks up about 6 yards. Second and medium coming up. I don't know what the Browns, I mean, okay, we know what the Browns were thinking, but why not Nick Chubb out there, right? And the Chargers, there was like 4 or 5 of them in there as soon as the ball even reached Kareem Hunt. Let's go. Here comes another play by Justin Herbert in the offense. It's going to be a reception by Gerald Everett. It'll pick up a couple of yards and a second down. Hal Dub with the $10 holla says, hey, big defense holla. Big defense holla, baby. Let's go. Hal, thank you so much again for the $10 holla, my man. I really appreciate that. Super clutch, my dude. Appreciate the love there, man. Eric says, I got Eckler and Barkley on one fantasy team. Ooh, that's going to be nasty. Here comes a 3rd and 2, by the way, by the Chargers. It's going over the top, and it's Mike Williams again. Big Mike having another big day for the Bolts. 1st and goal for the Chargers. Dude, I got Eckler and Big Mike on one fantasy team, and it's been crazy. They already combined for 50 points, he says, on Barkley and Eckler. Still got Clyde Edwards-Helaire coming up on the flex later. Dude, let's go. I think I got Edwards-Helaire on a touchdown today, too, on Underdog. Here come the Chargers. 1st and goal from like the 6-yard line. Punch it in with Xander, please. Actually, I would just love them to let... oh, here comes the carry, though, by JK. JK's going to pick up about 3 yards. It'll be 1st and goal at the 3-yard line momentarily. I would love Mike Williams to get his. Come on, baby. Either way, though, man, let's punch this in there. The Chargers, if they go up, what would that be, 31-21? We would be looking good. Let's go, baby. 2nd and goal. What are the Chargers going to dial up here, baby? Come on, baby. I would love to see Mike Williams, but I would literally take anybody at this point. DeAndre Carter lined up in that like tight end position on the top of the screen. Kind of interesting. There is a flag on the field. False start. The announcers thought it was going to be on Myles Garrett. Instead, it's on the Chargers on Donald Parham. We'll say it again, baby. Ball fam. Let's ride. 2nd and goal. Donald Parham now taken to the sideline. No injury, by the way. He's just taking a breath. Slide of the $5. I don't know if anybody sees, but we're learning to play with injuries. We are real. That's a huge, huge point to be made here, man. We'll expand on that in just a second. 2nd and goal. Justin Herbert fires it off underneath. Little bit too low for Gerald Everett. It'll be 3rd and goal coming up. Let's go, baby. I'm seeing a lot of 7s in the chat. That's what they want to see. They want to see 7s. Yeah, the Chargers, if they can adjust and play despite the setbacks, that's what championship teams are made of. 3rd and goal coming up for the Bolts. That's what championship teams are made of, playing and performing despite the setbacks. 3rd and goal, Justin Herbert fires underneath. It's DeAndre Carter, and Carter trying to make some space for himself is going to get tackled very quickly. It's going to be 3rd and goal for the Chargers. What do you guys think to do here? 4th and goal. You got about 5 yards to score. I think the Chargers maybe just take the field goal here, right? I think the Chargers take the field goal here. They're a little bit too far from the end zone to maybe go for it here. You're in field goal position, even with a rookie, or I should say new kicker. Go up, what it would be, 27-21. I know it's still a 1-score lead, but take the points, right? Take the points. Yeah, I would take the points here. Here comes the kick. It is up, and it is good. Chargers do take the lead, 27-21. Now, of course, the Browns can close that very quickly with a touchdown, but I don't know, man. I think just because of where we were on the field, maybe I'd take the points there too. Still, coming away with points, super, super important after a turnover. Yeah, after a turnover on downs, I should say, still super important. I think I'm okay with that decision. I'm okay with that decision. I would have gone 4th down, but points is smarter choice. Yeah, that's what I feel in this particular instance, because there's still 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. There's a lot that can still happen. And I think coming away with points on a turnover, very, very, very important too. The false start did hurt, yeah. Again, I can't go and question every decision by the refs. It could have been on us. The announcers did think, though, that it was on Myles Garrett and not the Chargers, for what it's worth. You guys are funny. Danny Pie, he said, and it's good. $3 holla. Thank you so much there, my man. Appreciate the love. Danny, the tradition lives on. Appreciate the love there, man. Thank you so much. You guys been rocking today, man. Thank you guys so much for all the support. How many people we got in here today? We have got 1,400 in the chat. If you guys have not yet, hit that like button. If you have not yet, hit that sub button. Guys, I actually failed to mention this. Thank you to everybody, man. We just went over 40,000 subs this last week. That is huge. One of my biggest goals when starting this channel was to hit 50,000, and we just took another step in the right direction towards that. The ultimate goal is over 100,000. I would love to have that plaque up there, dude. Some people ask me if that's the plaque right there. It's not. That's an award in film that my wife actually won for one of the movies that I directed a long time ago. She did the makeup for it, and she did a great job with it, and that's what that plaque is. But you know what I would love just underneath that? We could move that Chargers plaque, maybe to the other side, and put that YouTuber plaque right there. I would love that 100K at some point. But until then, man, thank you guys so much for the 40,000 subs, man. Really appreciate all the love there, all the support. You guys have been here since the beginning. You know, for all you guys that are new that don't know the story behind the channel, during the pandemic, I had a very fun and I would say even cushy job in commercial. I worked a very long time making my way up to there. And during the pandemic, I got laid off. And I made a very big decision that this is what I wanted to do, was be on YouTube and share my passion for the team. Maybe flex a little bit what I can do in terms of, film. And it was super scary. But you guys answered the call big time. And you guys pretty much saved me. You did. And you gave me a platform. And this is one of the best gigs anybody could possibly ask for. So thank you guys so much for all your support, all the love, and for keeping me, alive. For real, guys. 40,000 subs is not a small feat. I have you guys to thank for that. Thank you guys so much again for all the love, guys. Really appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Crazy, crazy, crazy times. Yeah, you guys have no idea how scary that year was in this house. It was nuts, but we doubled down. And at that point, I was doing a lot of Madden stuff, but my heart wasn't in it as much as it was the Chargers content that I was pumping out. So we decided to go full dedicated to the Chargers, and since then, it's been an awesome ride, man. So much fun. Sunriser with the $100 holla, man. Let's go, dude. Guys, give Sunriser some love in the chat, man. Really appreciate that, dude. $100. Here comes the run by Nick Chubb. Tries to find the edge. Kyle Van Noy shoves him back, and it's a second down, or it's a loss of yards there. Maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. Second down coming up. Sunriser, dude, thank you so much, man. You guys are amazing, dude. Really, truly, thank you guys. Nice stop by the Chargers defense. Thank you guys. Very super generous of you guys, man. Really thank you. You guys are all the reason to my success.
_action : _action :
That's a lights camera action right there, man. Thank you, Sunriser. I see you every single season, man. Thank you so much. 2nd and 10. Reception. Donovan Peoples-Jones up the middle. Kenneth Murray in there for the stop there, for the tackle. It's going to be 1st and 10 coming up. You guys are amazing, man. Sunriser, dude, thank you. Guys, give some love to Sunriser. And to everybody in the chat today, man, that's been supporting the channel. I really do appreciate you guys. Unbelievable. Just like I think Tara said, one door closes, another door opens. Unbelievable the path that my life has taken since I found you people. Like, really, thank you guys so much. And not just, financially, yes, it was super scary and super tough. And you guys definitely saved me, but also emotionally. Like, that year was so tough, dude. Oh my goodness. And being able to find a group of people that were super passionate about the Chargers, just like myself, it definitely pulled me out of some ruts, man. You guys are amazing. Or was it Hugo? One of the mods, one of the amazing mods said it, man. That was Hugo. That was Hugo. Thank you guys so much, dude. You guys are amazing. 2nd and 10 for the Browns. And it's Jacoby Brissett up the middle again. It's going to be Donovan Peoples-Jones in coverage with Asante Samuel Jr. That's another 1st down Browns. Another 1st down Browns. Browns putting together a nice drive here. Chargers defense needs to stand up. You guys are amazing. You guys are amazing. Sunriser again. He stopped me in my tracks there, man. Thank you again so much for the $100 holla. What do I do in the offseason? The offseason's so much fun, dude. We'll get back to that in just a second. Here comes another pass by Jacoby. And again, it's Donovan Peoples-Jones. Almost the exact same route. Chargers need to put a hitch in there too, man. It's a zone cover, something. Slow that down. Chargers playing kind of soft over top. 1st and 10 coming up for the Browns. Wide receivers are Cleveland catching everything. Yeah, they are. Yeah, they are. You guys are amazing, man. 1st and 10, Nick Chubb trying to ride the edge, and he does finally find a hole. Picks up about 9 yards on that play. And the Browns, 2nd and 2 coming up in the red zone. In the red zone. Yeah, the offseason, dude, super. Like, again, nothing like in season with the Chargers and live action football, right? This is what we live for. That's where it all leads up to. But the offseason, oh, I have so much fun with that. Some people ask me, like, what my channel is. And for the most part, you know, I do answer sometimes that it's football theory because I get to have a lot of fun with what could happen. And man, dude, it's a good time. From the draft, especially free agency, it's a really good time. Here comes another pass. Canine Kenneth Murray able to stop him, almost stops him from getting the first down. Very nice tackle there by Kenneth Murray, though, dude. Very nice stop there. Yeah, the offseason's very, very fun. Offseason's very fun. What's your name? I'm Director. I'm also a very private person. But I do like to meet you guys in person when I can, too. In the season, at least one game, right? This year, I'm definitely going to go catch up that Miami game. More than likely. There has been a development that may stop me from going to that game. It's for very good personal reasons. But I'll keep you guys updated with that. As of right now, the plan is still to make the trip to LA. Watch you guys with the Miami Dolphins. Here comes another nice tackle by Kenneth Murray. Kenneth Murray's having himself a pretty decent drive here. 2nd down coming up. It'll be 2nd and 5. Kenneth Murray looking pretty good in his tackling versus Kareem Hunt. But the Chargers need to make a stand here at the 11-yard line. Yeah, 9's in the chat, baby. 9's in the chat. This weekend, TwitchCon is here in San Diego. I've been awesome to meet you there. If you're on Twitch. Yeah, I used to want to go to that really bad when I was twitching Madden Ultimate Team. Almost made the trip one year. Here comes another carry by Kareem Hunt. Another nice stop there by the Chargers. It's Khalil Mack. And Khalil Mack makes a stop there. 3rd and 5 coming up. Again, a stop here would be huge. That means you maintain the lead, maintain momentum, go into your next offensive possession still up in this football game. Got to make another play here. Hope you can still make it. Yeah, as of right now, the plan is still to go. I still have my tickets. We're still making plans and stuff like that. And I promise you guys I'll let you know if anything happens in which I have to move it or whatever like that. But just I wanted to be upfront with you guys and let you know if in case you're trying to make the game to come meet me, there may be a shift in plans just depending on something that's happening in my personal life. So we'll let you guys know. 3rd and 5. Jacoby Brissett fires middle of the field. And it is taken in by David Njoku, but there is a flag. There is a flag. If it's on the Chargers, it's still a 1st down. If it's on the Browns, we might have hope of a stop here. Hermdogger with the 2 months. He says, Chargers fan and Browns family. Last year won. I'm hoping to repeat game. Bolt up. Bolt up, baby. Let's go. All right. Penalty was on the Chargers. This is going to result in a 1st down for the Browns. They're actually going to decline it. It's going to stand as a catch from David Njoku, who's matched up with Derwin James. And Njoku's been having a good day despite playing up against one of the best safeties, if not the best safety in the league. 1st and goal coming up. Can the Chargers even possibly come up with another goal line stop here that doesn't get called back by penalty? 1st down, Chargers loading the box. And it's going to be Kareem Hunt, who's jumping over the pile. And they're going to say touchdown Browns. It could be short. It's very close, but I think it may be a touchdown. They're going to take a second look at it. He jumped over the pile. He was very, very close. They're going to call it touchdown. Touchdown Browns. They're going to take a 1-point lead. That lead blocked by their fullback, by the way, was art. I have to say it, though, dudes. Cleveland, that was K9 was right there. And that fullback stopped him like a brick wall. Good play. Good play by the Cleveland offense. Austin Myers with $5. Hollis just says, just want to say how well the Chargers playing without Bosa in the game. That's a big point to be made there. Yeah, there could be some plays to clean up. The Browns have a really good offensive line. It was going to be tough for them to get pressure at all this game, but they've been doing a really good job, especially versus the run, despite missing Joey Bosa, which is nice. This is definitely coming down to the last play. Yeah, Roman. It's a lot like last season, isn't it? A lot like last season, 27-28 is your score. Chargers trail by 1 point, and Justin Herbert in the offense will get back to work with 55 seconds left on the clock in the third quarter. We'll be right back, chat. The game is in break. And we are back as we're waiting for the Chargers and Browns to come back from commercial. The Browns scored on their last drive, 55 seconds left in the third. The Chargers trail just by 1 point. And Justin Herbert and the offense about to get back to work. Who's going to be the hero of this drive? Mike Williams, I'm so used to saying Keenan Allen. Mike Williams and Austin Eckler have been the heroes offensively this game. Justin Herbert's been doing a fantastic job as well. We got to wait and see, man. Yeah, the chat is really behind the OBJ idea right now. The thing is, OBJ is going to be ready, let's say, early to mid-November, right? Just me guessing in terms of the timeline of his ACL. I think somebody may have reported that as well. By that time, if we have Keenan Allen, maybe not so much of an issue. But with Keenan Allen and the health of this team, maybe not a bad idea to have a guy like OBJ in your back pocket at that point of the season where you're going to be going up against some of the toughest teams on your schedule while also having aspirations of the playoffs. So I don't know, man. I saw go for 2 if we score a touchdown. You say, yeah, probably a good idea there too. Because that would put us at 35 instead of 34. And that would make sure that we can at least tie with a Browns touchdown. Some people really against OBJ as well, and I completely understand. It could definitely go both ways. And honestly, I was a huge no OBJ guy too before I did my last video. Then I started looking into him as a player, the recovery time of his ACL, what he offered the Rams in that Super Bowl victory season for them in that late signing. It makes a lot of sense to me now. So I have to say, you know, if there's a meter and OBJ is signed right here, I'm just right above it, right? I'm not completely convinced, but I'm as well as very accepting to the idea. 1st and 10 for the Chargers. Their first offensive possession here. It's Austin Eckler. He's going to pick up a couple yards in his first run. And it's going to be 2nd and maybe 7 coming up. Now, the Chargers have been very, very efficient on the ground this week so far. It looks like they're going back to that well. Back-to-back runs, no play action. Justin Herbert slings it underneath. It's Mike Williams, and Williams is covered up by number 28 of the Browns. It's going to be 3rd and medium coming up. 3rd and medium. We need another conversion here. Isaac said, let's go Bolts. From Wyoming 307. Let's get it, baby. Much love, dude. 3rd and 6. Can the Chargers convert? I think it's pretty important. You need to find some momentum versus this team, and maintaining a drive beyond one possession here is very, very important. 3rd and 6. Can the Chargers find a way? And it's going to be the end of the third quarter, by the way. The Chargers will be back with the Browns after break once again. 27-28 is your score. Chargers will have it 3rd and 6 at their own 29-yard line. $2 holla coming in from Charger Chris. Says Chargers going to score on this drive. Calling it. Come on, baby. Let's do it. If the Chargers can score from their own 2-yard line, then I think they could definitely maintain a first down here on 3rd and 6. OBJ and the Rams have mutual interest in him returning. I think that's agreeable. The Chargers were listed by one bookie, I think, as the favorite to sign. But at the same time, this is Odell Beckham Jr. we're talking about, right? He can go wherever he wants. And I think in the list of teams, the Packers, the Bills, the Rams, of course, the Chargers. There's one more team that I'm forgetting, another team with a really nice quarterback. Either way, we're on the list. We'll have to wait and see. I think we'll be fine despite, because again, a lot depends on Keenan Allen's recovery. We're hoping to see him back week 2 or 3. And we're into week 5. Hopefully with the kind of recovery time that he's seen, we can see him back to pretty much full health by the time he does return. At this point, I'm really hoping to see him back for the Broncos. He's that Broncos slayer, in my opinion. Slayer is the Broncos slayer. Feels like he scores almost every game versus the Broncos. Yeah, and we certainly need him back. And the Chiefs, yeah, the Chiefs was the other team that he's been linked to. And I really hope he does not go to Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs. That would be a disaster. But I would love to see Keenan back before the Chiefs game as well. I think it's week 11, and that's where the slate of games gets pretty tough from there on out. So these early games, very important to grab as many wins as possible. Hey, thank you so much, Al. Now, I read the comment there behind the noob, and there are some things that I will agree with. The coaching does need to step up this season. Am I in panic mode yet? Not really, but I do. I'm observant of the other signings at coach these last couple of seasons, and Dable is definitely making a name for himself. We'll just have to say that. So at the same time, though, Brandon Staley, very intelligent dude. I'm sure that he'll be able to straighten things out here in the next couple of weeks. Need a touchdown from Bandy. I'm panicking because I started him. Oh, Bandy might have something this game, but for sure, the Chargers very much so leaning on Austin Eckler, Mike Williams this game for sure. How much do I have from both those guys right now? Mike Williams with 14, Austin Eckler 30. 30 for 30, man. That's what you like to see. Glad I picked up Mostert at the last second, too. There didn't start him. Probably should have, but he's looking good this week, too. 3rd and 6. This is a big down right here. Justin Herbert's got the ball. Pass rush in his face. He's going to fire it off to the sideline, and that's DeAndre Carter, who picks up the first down. Let's go, Carter. One's in the chat. That was close. That was real close. That's where his speed came into factor. Outruns his guy. Looks like a drag route, and able to figure out the first down. Up against Denzel Ward, one of the fastest cornerbacks in the league. One's in the chat. Yeah, that's huge, man. That's huge. We needed that first down. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chargers. DeAndre Carter, 2 receptions, 9 yards with that play. In motion is DeAndre Carter again. It's going to be a handoff, and it's going to be Joshua Kelly, who picks up about 5 yards on that play. 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6 coming up. Love to see it. Love to see it. Keep that momentum going. $14 minutes left in the 4th quarter. I would like to see this team keep their foot on the gas. Now, again, this means nothing, week to week, but at the same time, the Browns, not the best 4th quarter team. So hopefully the Chargers can use that to their advantages. Austin Eckler breaks off another huge run. Austin Eckler, 17-yard run to the outside, and the Bolts convert another first down in Browns territory. Let's go! Austin Eckler is that guy, dudes. Austin Eckler is that guy. Took a couple of weeks to warm up, but Joe Lombardi and the coaching staff have wised up and say, hey, this offense runs through number 30, 10, and now including 81. Very nice seeing the playmakers extremely involved these last couple of weeks. Austin Eckler, once again, takes the ball. He's going to pick up 3-4 yards on the play. It's going to be 2nd and 7 coming up. 2nd and 7. They need to score a touchdown, maybe go for 2. Yeah, that would be the formula. Go for 2 if you do score a touchdown. Make the score 35-28. Make sure that if the Browns do score a touchdown, you're at least tied in that situation. But the Chargers putting together a very nice drive here. Can they keep it up? 2nd and 7 coming up for the Chargers offense. Joshua Kelly in at running back. In motions wide receiver, or I should say tight end Gerald Everett, and it's going to be a handoff to Joshua Kelly, and Kelly keeps churning after making contact, somehow finds his balance, and picks up another first down for the Chargers. Joshua Kelly, RB2, dude. Despite everything. I was one of those guys that thought JK could have been cut this season because of his fumbling issues. Knock on wood. And he's really turned things around this season, man. Wow. 25's in the chat, man. Another first down. Chargers got the ball at the Cleveland 24-yard line. JK is still in at running back. Run formation. DeAndre Carter in motion yet again. Might be signifying another running play here, and yes, it is. And JK is going to make his first man miss, second man miss, and it only comes down on the third attempt after picking up 3 yards. Could have been tackled for loss. JK turns it into a gain of 3. Yeah, he's looking good, man. JK is going to check out. Here comes Austin Eckler. 2nd and 7 coming up. Time to pass. Yep, time to pass. I agree. Time to pass. If we can get in from this part of the field, it's going to be a lot easier than trying inside the 10-yard line yet again. Come on, dude. Let's go. Let's go, Chargers. 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert's got the ball. He's looking, fires to the sideline. That's Josh Palmer. And Palmer picks up the first down. Chargers going to have the ball around the 12-yard line of the Browns. This is the drive of the Joshes. We are joshing ya, Browns. Joshua Kelly, Josh Palmer. First downs back-to-back. And we got ourselves a first down at the 12-yard line. Who do we look to this drive? And we do have a Brown down on the field, number 97. Hopefully he's okay. 97 down on the field. We'll wait for him to be attended to. Perion Winfrey. Perion Winfrey down on the play. We're waiting to see what's going on with him before coming back with the Chargers 1st and 10 at the Cleveland 12. Time for those tight ends. Yeah, dude, let's get Donald Parham, Gerald Everett involved in this one. Mike Williams, one of those big targets. You would be very wise to run it here, too, I got to say. With how this game is trending, you would be wise to run. I mean, take a look at these stats, dude. Chargers rushing for over 200 yards this game. 200! This is in stark contrast to what happened last season. The Browns ran for over 200. The Chargers came back and ran for over 200. Austin Eckler, 168 yards this game. I don't mind running it. I don't mind running it. Could be the move. Holy cow, dude. I didn't even realize that. Well over 200 yards on the day for Austin Eckler, or for the running backs. That is ridiculous. The chat wants to see a jump ball to Chicken Parm. Dude, I'd be all over that, man. Welcome back, Chicken Parm. That'd be nuts. I would also like Mike Williams to get his, just because the dude's been really good these last couple weeks. Love to see him top it off with a touchdown. But Austin Eckler's going crazy these last few weeks, man. Austin Eckler is back, dude. He's having a stupid good game in fantasy, dude. Oh my goodness. To the tune of 32 points in my half-point PPR league. He's been absolutely insane today. Oh my goodness. Denver's run defense is sus. We're going to get into the specifics of Denver here in the next couple of days, but they've not been looking like the same team. That Thursday night game was probably one of the worst I've ever seen in my entire life, and I didn't even watch the whole thing. I watched like the first quarter and then came back for a little bit in the third quarter, and I was like, this is crazy. What is this? This isn't football. How many points Eckler got in fantasy? I got 32.5 points, almost 33 points in fantasy with Austin Eckler right now. Absolutely absurd. The Chargers will have it 1st and 10 on the Cleveland 12. Looks like they've got the injury resolved, and we might be back here in just a moment. Let's ride. Miguel. He ain't letting no Broncos fans sleep. 1st and 10. Chargers. Again, another man in motion. That usually means run for the Chargers this season. Throwing a play action, though. That's what I like to see. Here comes Austin Eckler on the carry. He's going to fall forward for a couple of yards. 2nd and 10 coming up for the Bolts. Juan Cruz coming in here, says, fire Lombardi. Fire the man. Throw him into the fire. Fire him. Fire him. I'm not against the idea. But at the same time, I've seen some good things this game, I have to say. I have seen some good things to this game. Again, the running game has been fantastic. The Chargers figured that part out. But he ain't off the hot seat yet. But I have seen some improvement the last couple of weeks. I have to be honest in that opinion. I think Joe has been calling better games the last 2 weeks. That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say.
I'm not completely against that, Juan. Thank you for the $10 holla, my man. 2nd and 8. Justin Herbert trying to find a man. Passes it underneath. It's Austin Eckler. He's got 2 guys in front of him, and Eckler's still able to find some yards. It's going to be 3rd and long coming up. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Chargers offense. Can they find a way to punch it into the end zone? Now, this isn't a situation where you probably do want to take the points just to simply take the lead, but you can't outrule a Brandon Staley fearless attempt at taking a touchdown lead. This is pretty big, man. A lot on the line here. 3rd and 7. Can the Chargers get into the end zone? Look for your tall receivers, Williams, Parham, etc., etc. Justin Herbert, lots of pressure, and he's going to fire underneath, and it is dropped by Josh Palmer, who would have had the first down. And the Chargers offense are going to run off the field, likely going to take the 3 here to go up 2 points over the Cleveland Browns with 9:32 left to play in the first half, or in the fourth quarter, first half. We're going to go for the field goal here. It is up and it is good, and the Chargers do take a narrow lead of 2 over the Cleveland Browns. Josh Palmer's got to come down with that. I didn't quite catch the slow replay, but it looks like it hit him in the chest and fell harmlessly to the ground. Very close game here, 30-28. Chargers defense needs to make another stop. Would have loved to see a touchdown there, but nonetheless, the Bolts do have the lead in this high-scoring, very close point affair, dude. Crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Chat wants a refresh. We could do that. We're in commercial break right now until the Chargers do kick it back to the Browns. We'll go ahead and get a refresh in here real quick. See if we can catch up a little bit on the live broadcast. I know it was a little bit further behind than it normally is every single week. There we go. We'll see if that does any help there. Shout out to the new kicker. Yeah, shout out to the new kicker, man. He's put up, what, like 9 points this game? Not too bad. Danny Fan with a $3 haul. Let's get it, baby. The tradition lives on. Yeah, no, that was a tough ball to come in with too, with Josh Palmer. Justin Herbert put a lot of sling into there because he had to. He had to make sure it weaved through the defenders. Tight window throw. But again, Josh Palmer does have to come down with that. Either way, he was one of the reasons we were in that position to begin with, picking up that first down. Still, Chargers do have the lead 30-28. Super tight, super close game. The Browns, not the best fourth quarter team, but also one of the best in terms of time of possession. So those kind of rule each other out here. They could very well drain most of the clock while also hitting a field goal to take the lead. They could also struggle to find a first down this drive. You never know. I would love to see a turnover here again, guys. If we can get a pick, I'll actually check the underdog real quick here too. If we can get a pick, I think we're in for a $60 hit on a $10 entry this week. Alvin Kamara just hit a 53-yard play. That closes the gap with me in our game today just a little bit. Alvin Kamara. Let's take a look at the underdog real quick, though. How are we doing? Let's see. Justin Herbert needs a handful more yards. I think one more drive will do it. And then Austin Eckler, he needs, what, like 10 more receiving yards. He's been crazy on the ground. And then we need an interception by Jacoby Brissett. So that one still could very well hit. Juan Cruz coming back. He says, love how is Storm Norton still on the team. I think Trey Pipkins came back in at half. I think it's been Trey Pipkins so far in this second half so far. But I feel you. A lot of us Chargers fans holding our breath when Trey went down. We had to look to Storm Norton on that play. Luckily, the Chargers drew something up that would work despite that. Went to the side of Jamari Sawyer on a screen. That resulted in the Chargers' Austin Eckler touchdown. But yeah, I agree there, Juan. Appreciate the $10 holla, man. Let's go. Here comes the return by the Browns, and he's going to get walloped on the sideline. Big hit by the Chargers special teamers. And we're looking at a Cleveland drive starting on the 18-yard line. Chargers, man, if you've been waiting to get your turnover in your back pocket, if you've been saving that in your back pocket, now's the time to bring it out, man. Would love to see a turnover on this play, on this drive. Don't ever do these streams with your wallet in your back pocket. They make your butt sore. Hey, isn't that kind of cool, though? Little Boba Fett action. Here come the Browns on their first possession after the Chargers field goal. 1st and 10. Jacoby. It's going to be a handoff to Nick Chubb, and Chubb's going to break off for a first down and a little bit more. Chubb still on his feet. And that'll be a first down after a run of about 15 yards. Come on, defense. We need a turnover. We need a turnover big time. Browns off to a good start on this drive. 15-yard run by Nick Chubb. And they're back at the line of scrimmage, ready to go again. Nick Chubb, lone man in the backfield once again. Are they going to run it again, or is it going to play action? 1st and 10. It is another run. Nick Chubb finds another big hole, and it's another first down for the Browns on the ground. He was stopped by Derwin James. 1st and 10. This is because, again, all they need is a field goal to take the lead. This might come down to who has the ball last. 8:27 left to play. The Browns in a close formation now. Nick Chubb still back there. Chargers 5 on the line. Eesh. 1st and 10. Jacoby, it's another handoff. Nick Chubb trying to find the edge. Lots of Chargers players there, and it's a big stop by Sebastian Joseph Day. It'll pick up maybe half a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Come on, baby. Sebastian Joseph Day, the first sign of slowing down Chubb. Can we do it again? Twice. Chubb looks like he's coming to the sideline. Might see a little bit of Kareem Hunt next. 7:48 to play. Again, the Browns, one of the better teams in the NFL when it comes to time of possession. They may even be the best. You got to slow down their running attack if you want to help yourself on that stat. Here comes another play action by Jacoby. He's looking to find his man up the middle, and it's going to be Kareem Hunt, but Drew Tranquil cleans him up very quickly. 3rd and 7 coming up for the Chargers. Nice tackle by Drew Tranquil. A stop here would be massive. At this point, too, if you're the Browns, you got to consider going for it even in no man's land. As the Chargers are ahead 2 points, another possession could put them up to a point they're uncatchable. So you got to keep that in mind. The Browns may have 2 downs here. Kareem Hunt lining up at receiver on the outside. Jacoby Brissett. Five wide we're looking at here. 3rd and 7, Jacoby Brissett. Chargers send 4. Brissett fires over the middle, and it's going to be David Njoku who does pick up the first down. And the Browns keep their drive alive. That would have been really big for the Chargers. David Njoku's having himself a decent game today, too. And it's J.C. Jackson who, once again, a step behind his defender, just can't close that gap. The acceleration just not there. 1st and 10 for the Browns. JC needs to find some momentum this season. 1st and 10 in motion. Donovan Peoples-Jones. It's going to be a handoff. No fake handoff. Jerry Tillery is free, and Tillery forces the pass out of bounds by Jacoby Brissett. 2nd and 10 coming up. Jerry Tillery's been making a couple of plays these last few games. Good on him, good on him, good on him. Defense playing a little bit soft. Yes, they are. But at this point, the Browns at the 44-yard line, with only 6 minutes left to play, you got to play very, very smart in terms of that clock, dude. You only have 2 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, and it's a 2-point game at this point. Come on, baby. Let's go defense. Come on. Come on, defense. This is those Chargers heart attack games we talk about all the time. 2nd and 10. Donovan Peoples-Jones, bottom of the screen. It's going to be a handoff. It's going to be Nick Chubb again, who does juke out a guy. Another nice stop by K9, Kenneth Murray. Drew Tranquil and K9 combined on that tackle. It'll maybe gain a yard. 3rd and 9 coming up. Come on, baby. Let's go. K9 has definitely found a spot on this team as a decent run defender. Found a little bit more success in pass coverage. And that was a big play by him there. 3rd and 9 coming up. Again, another stop here is huge. You guys have seen 3rd down twice now. Get the stop here. Chargers might need a little bit of pressure to help get Jacoby Brissett out of rhythm here. 3rd and 9. Khalil Mack almost gets free, and there's the pressure. And there goes Jacoby Brissett, though. He gets free somehow. Jacoby Brissett runs all the way out of bounds. How did that happen? Yo! There's got to be holding or something there. How did he get free? There is a flag. There's got to be something there. He was wrapped up by the defense and still manages to get free for a huge first down run. But there is a flag on the play. There is a flag. Please tell me that was holding. Holy cow. We're waiting to see what the refs say. If it's against the Chargers, I'm going to be livid, dude. That was a big play, dude. That had a potential to kill that drive. And somehow Jacoby Brissett gets free for a 15-yard run. This would put them in field goal position and position to take the lead with a field goal. What is the flag? They're looking at Jedrick Wills, who's coming out of the line. But this is a big penalty, dudes. We still have no word on what the flag was. How does he get out of that? What was the flag? They never said, and now they're just saying first down. Here comes the run up the middle. It's David Njoku who picks up another first down. Browns have a first down at the 12-yard line. 4:45 left to play. What happened? They never showed the flag. What happened? They threw the flag. There was holding, but the Browns still got the first down. There was no explanation. 1st and 10 for the Browns. 4:22 left to play. Nick Chubb in the backfield. Yeah, I don't know. 4:15 left to play. They're going to be running it, trying to chew that clock. Nice stop behind the line of scrimmage for the Chargers, but all they need is a field goal to take the lead. Yeah, no, we got to hold them to a field goal for sure. But the Browns can carry this all the way down to the 2-minute warning, I feel like they, with a couple more runs here. And that would leave Justin Herbert not much time to operate. The tricky part is that it's 2nd and 13, so the Browns can technically still get a first down and really drain this entire fourth quarter with that field goal, giving Justin Herbert almost nothing to work with. Chargers only have 2 timeouts as well. 2nd and 13. Jacoby's going to fire up the middle. He'll find his man number 12. Number 18. That's Bell. And that's going to be 3rd down coming up. This will take us all the way down to about 2 minutes and 40 seconds. This is tight, dudes. This is tight. Do we call a timeout? I don't know. The Browns likely do need to go for it here, though. They're going to try and get that touchdown, so maybe that does save the Chargers just a little bit of time on the clock. Jacoby Brissett steps back. He avoids a lot of pressure. He's on the run. He fires over the middle, and it's intercepted! Alohi Gilman, and he's on his way back, and the Chargers got the ball and the lead. Let's go. 32's in the chat. Let's go. Yo! From winning the game with a field goal to throwing an interception, he had all that space in front of him to run it in for the touchdown. Instead, throws it right to Alohi. And the Chargers force the interception and likely seal this game. The Browns still do have all 3 timeouts and a 2-minute warning, however, so the Chargers going to need a first down or 2. But my, oh my, 32 came in clutch. Let's go, baby. Oh, I got to take a day off and update some animations, some visuals, because we need an interception button. We need a big run button. We need all the buttons, right? We need all the animations, because that was heat, dude. Alohi freaking Gilman. And the Chargers maintain the lead. They've got the ball now, at the 17-yard line. They've got some space to run. Now they can be the ones to chew the clock. This is insanity. 32's all over the chat. Lightning bolts all over the chat. We need a first down or 2, and the Chargers can put this game away. Alohi Gilman saved it. Alohi Gilman, baby. Russo with the $5 house says 808 interception. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Choo! Sunriser with a $32 holla coming right back. He says, let's go, 32. This win feels great. Now I got to sweat for the Padres. It's not over yet. Thank you so much for the $32 holla. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. But the Chargers put themselves in great position to close this out. Sunriser, thank you so much, man. A first down or two, and we are celebrating. Oh, my goodness gracious. Sunriser, again, thank you so much, dude. $32 holla and all the hype. Let's get it, baby. Palm trees at the $3.20 holla says, Trey Deuce, clutch, 808. Oahu boys, let's get it, baby. Eric with the $2 holla says, we need a touchdown to put this game away. No chances. Stay aggressive, says the chat. Thank you guys, everybody, so much for the hollas. Eric.
Bolt up, underscore bolt
Sunriser!
up, underscore bolt up, underscore bolt up, underscore bolt up,
We're letting it run!
action, underscore action, underscore action, underscore action. The win
Action,
feels
baby.
great. Now got to sweat for the Padres LFGS.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Alohi Gillen. What's crazy, too, is in on that play. If you guys noticed, the Chargers had nobody underneath. Jacoby Brissett had just run for 15 yards. Nothing but green in front of him. Why didn't he take off? That likely was a touchdown for Jacoby. Insane turn of events. And yes, that's an interception for Underdog. I think that puts us in the green on that one, too. Here comes Austin Eckler, who picks up a couple yards. The Browns are going to likely have to start burning these timeouts sooner than later. Man, dudes. They're showing the replay. Jacoby had a touchdown. Oh, my goodness. That was close. Hey, Anel just won $200 at the Underdog picks. Let's get it, baby. Why does Brissett look like the host of the Reading Rainbow? Hey, man. What was his name? Jamel? What was his name, dude? That man is sacred in this household. We all grew up on Reading Rainbow. 2nd and 9. Oh, come on, dudes. The Chargers with a first down would go a long way here. It's going to be a toss. No, a fake. Oh, it's a pass. And Mike Williams is wide open. And Mike Williams is going to go down in bounds after picking up about 15, 20 yards. Let's go. Oh, my goodness. Big bets pay off, and the Chargers force another timeout. They still have the 2-minute warning, but one more first down should do it. Brave play there by Joe Lombardi, and it pays off big. Joe Alexander with the 22 months says, I exited out of the stream right before the interception out of anxiety. I turned it back on so freaking quick. Let's go, Joe. Let's go. 81's in the chat too, baby. Oh, man. Browns, Denzel Ward in concussion protocol. Prayers up for Denzel. Denzel Ward's number is 21. Guys, type 21 in the chat, hoping that Denzel Ward is okay. 1st and 10 coming up for the Chargers. 1 timeout and a 2-minute warning left for the Cleveland Browns. The Chargers now at the 37-yard line. I would say if we can get away with points here, let's do it. Here comes a run to the outside. It's going to be Joshua Kelly, who goes down pretty quickly. And I think Cleveland just burned their last time out. One more first down, and it's all over. 21's in the chat, baby. Yeah, Reading Rainbow, dude. That is a throwback. Oh. One more first down, and the Chargers can kneel this thing out. Thank you guys for the 21s in the chat. One more first down, and this game is over. What will Joe Lombardi do? 2nd and 10 coming up. I would say if you're going to pass it, this is probably your best down to do so. But another run here at least forces the 2-minute warning off the board. And the Cleveland Browns will have to work with 2 minutes nonstop. Chargers could be passing here. And they are. Justin Herbert slings it outside. Mike Williams, another insane catch. He does get pushed out of bounds, but his forward momentum, I think, was stopped inbounds, which is going to run the clock all the way down to the 2-minute warning. Chargers will have it 3rd and 2. Mike Williams is absurd, dude. Another ridiculous catch, man. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, Mike. Is there anybody better in the NFL than Mike Williams in that situation? That is ridiculous. 2-minute warning. Browns out of timeouts. Chargers 3rd and 2. 2 yards, the game is over. 2 yards and the game is over. If they cannot convert, as much as a lot of people are going to say, let's go for it, no. The Browns would have to drive the length of the field with 2 minutes, no timeouts, and they only need a field goal. If we go for it and don't get it, they only need to drive about 15 yards. Yeah, Williams, so underrated, dudes. Some of the catches today, unbelievable. And guys, I got to say it too, because we have heard a little bit of the Lombardi situation today. I think Lombardi's called a solid game today. Like, the weaknesses that have been exploited versus the Browns, huge. Some of the unpredictability and creativity, and especially in terms of what we just saw in that play action, huge. I've seen way more plays that I loved from Lombardi than plays that I hated today. So I know it's probably not a popular opinion. I might catch some flack for it, but Lombardi in the chat, man, I've seen some pretty dang good stuff today from Joe. Or just Joe in the chat either way, man. I like it, man. Knock on wood, though, because 3rd and 2 is coming up. Eric Black says, we better convert. I know, dudes. Let's get it out of here. Let's get it out of here. I've liked what I've seen from Joe today. Especially the biggest things that I love about Joe in this game is it feels like he's utilizing Mike Williams a lot like we've seen Michael Thomas with the Saints in the past, which is insane to think about. But, I mean, if it works, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? And then, obviously, Austin Eckler's been akin to Alvin Kamara in his prime. I don't know, man. I like it. I like it. I'm sorry. I'm going to catch some hate for it, but I like this game by Joe. I really do. Tara says, I'm with director. Like Joe Lombardi's plays calling today. Usage of Eckler the past couple of weeks. Yeah, the usage of his personnel is what I appreciate the most. Mike Williams is finally being featured, and Austin Eckler is finally being featured. That's really all I want. And I feel like it's working. Type 1 in the chat if you agree, 2 if you disagree, and it's totally fine if we disagree, guys. We don't have to agree on everything, but I have liked the play calling by Joe today. Knock on wood, though. 4th and 1. Here comes Justin Herbert. 2 yards to convert. This game is over. It's going to be a handoff to Austin Eckler, and Eckler won't be able to convert, but it is going to be inbounds. It's going to take the clock all the way down to about a minute 20-something, and the Chargers can punt and force the Browns to travel the length of the field to try and get this win. What do you guys think? Go for it? Don't go for it? The Chargers are still on the field. You might as well try and call them offsides, but I wouldn't go for it here. I will take back everything I said about Joe if we go for it here and don't get it. I swear to God. Knock on wood. Come on, baby. 4th and 2 coming up. Chargers lining up to go for it. I have to imagine they're just trying to force them offsides. Yeah, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. They take it all the way down to a minute 14. A minute 14. Yeah, don't go for it. Do not go for it. Yeah, they're going to punt. But the fact that I even thought about it makes me a little nervous. Now, with a minute 14 left, the Browns are going to have to force themselves to play the sidelines. I feel like the Chargers can be okay in that situation. They can be okay in that situation. Time for the Chargers to punt. They're going to be, at midfield? So, I mean, we got a really good punter in J.K. Scott. If we can pin him inside the 10, we're looking very good with only a minute 14 left to play. Yeah, don't go for it. Don't go for it. Don't go for it. They got to punt it, right? They got to punt it. Dude, if they go for this, I'm going to be upset. You guys got a great situation in front of you. Minute 14. They need a field goal to win. Do not go for this. Oh, my goodness. They're going for it. If we don't get this, I take back everything I said about Joe. They're going for it. Justin slings, and it's incomplete. Joe, you're a moron. Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? Are you kidding me right now? No flag, no flag. Did the defender ever turn his head around? No, that should have been PI. I mean, maybe it was too close to the line of scrimmage. What happened? Why wouldn't you punt that? Why wouldn't you punt that? No interferences, no calls. I saw a couple calls that could have been called, no calls. Chargers defense needs a heck of a stand-up right here, man. You gotta punt that ball. They only need a few yards, dudes. First pass is incomplete. They've already missed one, though, from a lot further down. Minute 06 left to play. Oh, my goodness. Come on, let's get an interception, Chargers. Defense, you're going to have to come out here and win this game. That was a horrible call. Why do you not punt that ball? Why do you not punt that ball? Come on, baby. Come on, Chargers. It's on you now, Chargers. 2nd and 10. They need about 5-6 yards for field goal range, and it's going to be a quick pass to Amari Cooper. They are in field goal range officially. Clock is continuing to wind. No timeouts for the Cleveland Browns. I am going to be pretty livid if this costs us the game. Joe called a great game, and he threw it all away. Maybe even Brandon Staley threw it all away for a weird 4th down decision. It makes no sense. Yeah, we are all upset here, man. 2nd and 11. It's a long field goal try. The Browns trying to give themselves a little bit more space here. They're going to go for it all on the touchdown. And it's out of bounds. 20 seconds left. 3rd and 11. It's still a long field goal. It's still a long field goal. We're all holding our breaths here, guys. It's still a long field goal. 3rd and 11. If the Chargers can get a stop right here and force it to at least be interesting, I'm literally in shock right now. It seemed like a no-brainer to punt this ball away. The Browns cannot move the ball without their running backs too efficiently. They need that mix, that balance. Here comes the outside pass. It is incomplete. It'll be 4th and 11 with 16 seconds left, and here comes the long try. Shame on Staley, not on Joe. Yeah. I'm literally in shock right now. Here comes the game-winning field goal for the Cleveland Browns. He's hit a long of 58. This is going to be a long field goal as well. 54-yard field goal. This is for the win, guys. I'm not going to read the chat until we get the final number here. We do have a timeout in our back pocket to freeze if we want to. 4th and 11. This is for the game. It is up. And it is no good! It is no good. No timeout, and it's no good! Oh my goodness, we are so lucky right now, dudes! Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, coaches, I gotta tell you right now, I'm so happy, but you got bailed out on that decision. I'm not letting that go. I'm not letting that go. You guys got bailed out in that 4th down decision. Chargers are going to kneel. It's going to be the end of the game. You guys got bailed out on that decision. Super exciting, though, man. The Chargers do figure it out, and they get this game winning. Last-second drive. Eric Black, he says, now Staley can go. I take back what I said earlier. That was inexcusable. I don't care what excuse he has in the press conference. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you. Guys, just take a sigh of relief here. The Chargers, they're going to kneel it. That's going to take it down. The Chargers do win this game 30-28. We got bailed out big. We got bailed out big. Hey, Browns fans, if you are in the chat here, it was close, man. Good game. Very entertaining game. You guys had every chance to win that game. We almost handed it back to you. If anything, Chargers fans walking away with smiles on our faces with the result on the scoreboard, but angry at the coaching decisions that are likely going to linger into this week a little bit too. That is nuts. Rick Monterosa says start Peyton era tomorrow. That was that was nuts, dude. So happy, guys. Lightning bolts in the chat. Let's be happy. We got the win. It was a crazy game. It was really fun. Up until that point, I felt it was a very well-called game. But my, oh my, that was insane. Bailed out for sure. Francisco Antria says, we need to learn to stop being negative fans. Discussing negativity, always a big win. Let's go. Yes, absolutely a big win. Absolutely a big win. But we've got to keep decisions like that accountable. Because that, to me, was a no-brainer for sure. But still, up until that point, Joe was calling a great game. I loved a lot of decisions by Brandon Staley, but those are the defining moments that you've got to follow logic, in my opinion. That's the only thing I'm upset about. That was a very logical choice to punt it away in that situation. Either way, the Chargers figure it out. We get the dub. The Chargers are now 3-2. And going in to face the Denver Broncos have been struggling. It's going to be an interesting week. Let's keep reading these super chats. Hal Dub says, victory, holla! Who wears a shirt nowadays? I love Cleveland. Come on. Horrific call, though. I feel you. I feel good effort, though, dudes. We have so much to look into this game that was amazing, though. Okay, and we're still going to point that out here as we continue to read these super chats. Burrell Bikes, he says, $2 holla. Is Staley trying to get fired? I don't know. Yeah, that was a tough call. Sunrise with the $8 holla says, better lucky than good. At this point, yeah, dude, we got bailed out hard at the end of that game. Hard. What do we got up next here? We've got Anthony Sandoval with the $5 holla. Thank you so much, Anthony. Appreciate the love. George Contreras says 3. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate that as well. Hugo coming in here says, what a nail biter. GG's to the Browns. They'll take the win. Yeah, it was a good game. Fun game to watch. Very entertaining. Good game to the Browns, man. That kept us on our toes that whole time. The only Chinese Chargers fan coming in with the $100 holla. Are you kidding me? You and Sunrise are gone nuts today, man. He says, luck finally on our side. Had a terrific week, Bolt fam. Dude, have a terrific week yourself, Chinese Chargers fan. Thank you so much. Yes, luck finally on our side. So many times.
Have a terrific week, Bolt fan.
So many times has that decision or that situation would have blown up in our faces, right? Oh, my goodness. Let's all take a sigh of relief together, man. We got one, baby. We got one, Chargers fans. And you know what? Credit to Brandon Staley for not icing that kick. I would have thrown up if we had iced that kick. Oh, my goodness. Only Chinese Chargers fan, $100. Guys, give him some love in the chat, man. Thank you so much for the big love this week, dude. Much love to the only Chinese Chargers fan, man. That is huge, dude. Thank you so much. Abraham Faristo says, I don't care if we won. Terrible mistake by Staley. Start calling Sean Payton. We'll talk more about that later. If anything, some great decisions up until that point that we will highlight as well. Randall says Staley is going to be on blast this week trying to figure the gift for the game. Yeah, first 30-point game for us, though. We got this, though, baby. We got the dub, and it was a super fun game to watch. Miguel coming in here says, fire Staley, bring in Sean Payton, fire Lombardi. If elevate Shane Day, bring Rivers as a head quarterback coach in the perfect world. But again, I'm not like so strictly on that side of the argument yet, though, because there was so much good. But that was a very, like, so much weight is behind that call, too. I've got to hold that account, at least in my opinion. Chero Romero coming in with a $30 holla.
A win is a win. I won't be here for Monday's game as I will be in Sophie for my first ever NFL game. See you all next Monday in Sophie. Bolt up, yellow heart,
Tara!
blue heart, yellow heart, blue heart, yellow.
Have so much fun out there. Your first NFL game ever. Have an absolute blast. I will tell you, my first game was something I will never forget. $30 holla. Tara, thank you so much for the continued support as a mod. Totally unnecessary holla, but at the same time, absolutely appreciate the support. Tara, thank you so much. Have so much fun out there and just relish in it all. Like it literally is one of the most amazing experiences, especially at SoFi Stadium too. Have so much fun, Tara. Eric Black with the $5 holla says, I want to hear Shannon Sharp yell at Staley for that call. Sure, we won, but tomorrow's going to hear about the illogical head coaching decision making. Yeah, and again, that doesn't wipe away all the good that I saw that game. Again, I was praising Joe Lombardi for a reason. We saw a lot of really good plays and creativity on the play calling on offense. But yeah, it got that's one of those calls that if it cost you, it could have been a personnel shifting decision, just in my humble opinion. Rexamillion says, good vibes only. Our runners were eating tonight. Same with Mike Dub. That's what you love to see there, dude. Austin Eckler, Mike Williams, Joshua Kelly. These guys were out there putting in the work. You know what? If anything, I think that Sony Michel, as exciting as he was, I think it's safe to say that it's Joshua Kelly and Austin Eckler's show to run. I think it's time to see what Isaiah Spiller has to offer too, right? Bring him in as a third, give him a couple of reps. But Joshua Kelly and Austin Eckler, we can feel very good about that duo going forward. Thank you so much for the $5 holla. Spectre coming in here says, good job with the $5 holla. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate the love there. Let's see. We'll make sure we don't miss anybody in here before we get some awesome details to show you guys here. Miguel Diaz, welcome to the cast. Give him some love in the chat there, guys, especially those members with the custom emotes. Culver says Keenan disagreed with going for it on fourth. Go to Twitter. Yeah, I bet he did, man. Maybe we'll take a look at there instead. Kenneth coming in here with the $5. Hello, what's going on, Kenneth? Thank you so much for the love there, my man. Alex Addix coming in with the $5 hustles. I hate being that guy, but a missed field goal kind of makes up for the horrible roughing the passer call. Kinda, yeah, kinda. Joe Alexander's with the $5 hustles says all my sports teams won this week in this fashion, and Staley refuses to lose during Cancer Awareness Month. I'm telling you, he ate in October. Yeah, I feel you, dude. The Chargers did have a nice run last year. It's time to do it again this season. Guys, thank you so much for all the super chats, man. The Spectre coming in here with another $10 holla. Appreciate the love there, man. Super hype in the chat. Everybody's going nuts right now. We did just pull the win out right underneath the feet of the Cleveland Browns. So far, the Chargers. I remember years ago that we lost to the Browns when they were like the worst team in the league. Since then, it's been looking a little bit better. We can put that game behind us finally. Snowsuit guys says, you think our team stands behind Brandon? I think they do. Brandon Staley's a very intelligent guy. He did an awesome job putting the team together in the offseason. Now we just got to see all these details, the T's crossed, the I's dotted, and efficiency out there on the field. That is going to hurt him, that decision, but still, I can't let it take away everything that we saw in this game. Xavier H with the $2 haul says peanut butter is the answer. Sure, I will go with it, man. I'll definitely go with it.
I know it was a Carsey call. I like Staley Trust Stand plus 81 _ bolt up.
Oh, absolutely. Sunrise with the $20 holla. That is the thing that I love to see in these last couple of weeks is that Mike Williams is finally being treated as the #1 receiver of this team while Keenan Allen is away. They are giving him a lot of responsibility. And you know what I saw today? Like 3 or 4 ridiculous catches by Mike Williams. No, I don't know if there's many other receivers in the league that can do what I saw today from Big Mike. Huge ups and props to the coaching staff for understanding what we've got in Mike Williams, the player, and utilizing him properly. These last 2 weeks, I've been ecstatic with the usage of Mike Williams. I need to see that continue and even built upon when we see Keenan Allen come back as well, though. Thank you so much there, my man, Sunriser. Chase coming in here says the Chargers way to win. Staley is a maniac. He's the mad scientist that somehow brought everything together and made it work. So glad we won tonight. This is Morthenian with the 100 SEK holla. Thought I had a heart attack in the end. Also, look at Keenan's tweet. Okay, we'll look at that in lifetime here in just a second. Sunriser, thank you again so much for the $20 holla, 10 to 81. That's going to be a fun combo to watch from here on out this season. Burrell Bike says we all did the Richard Sherman face on that fourth. Did you guys see that Richard Sherman reaction to the Broncos game? I was feeling that way pretty much too, man. It's like, why are we doing what we're doing right now? But again, the Chargers, we got lucky. We got bailed out on that one. We figured it out. We got the dub. That's all that counts. Is our run defense worse, says Ozma? I would say slightly no. Last season was way worse. We're going to get into the stats here in just a second, but it was definitely, in my opinion, the best running team in football. They were going to do something versus our run defense, who I would say is more middle of the pack this season, which is a big improvement from what it was last year is all I'm going to say there. Boss Matt coming back in here. 22 months. Just can't believe the play calling at the end. But thankfully, luck was on our side this week. Bolt up, baby. Bolt up, Boss Mac. Yeah, heart attacks for everybody this week. Angel Almost says, yeah, we got lucky at the end, but let's not pretend it wasn't the Browns plus Reds versus Chargers. Or the refs, I think you meant. The refs versus Chargers. Yeah, there were some pretty shoddy calls all over the field this week, too. And the Chargers, they need to learn to win despite these setbacks, right? Despite the injuries, despite the refs, despite a lot of things. And that's what they did today. Of course, we would have loved to see the proper play call or the proper decision-making at the end. But at the same time, Chargers got the win despite all of the setbacks, and that's really all that counts. Okay, real quickly, guys, I'm going to go here to Twitter and see if we can find the play call tweet by Keenan Allen, because I want to see that firsthand. I know that he might have been upset, and I definitely would have been upset as well. Taysom Hill, 4 touchdowns today. Get out of town. All right, here's the tweet. Here's the tweet by Keenan Allen. He says, "What are we doing?" That's not good. The only thing I'll say that's probably like consequential to that in the locker room is that your best receiver and one of your veteran players is questioning the play calling of our head coach and decisions of the head coach. And if we're being real here, that is going to carry some doubt into the locker room too. Hopefully they can patch that up with some conversations this week. Pat K with the $2 holla says, "I'm not okay. Fire Lombardi at least." I think Lombardi, of the two, Lombardi I think had a better day than Brandon Staley in my opinion. But that, again, that last decision just holds a lot of weight with me. But again, we got the win. We're not going to focus on that for right now. Rubbing Me This says Staley was trying to lose, but the Browns tried harder to lose. Yeah, I feel you, man. I think the biggest thing that does throw a wrench into the whole Staley ideology is the fact that Sean Payton wants to come coach this team. I'll be honest in saying that carries some weight with me as well. So let's take a look at this box score real quick, though, man, because, again, despite that last call, this was a heck of a game by the Chargers, okay? So many good decisions, big plays, and huge performances by our playmakers. Justin Herbert, 228 and a touchdown. Great day. Followed closely behind by Jacoby Brissett. Decent day by him, too. Austin Eckler, 173 yards and a touchdown. Get out. Nick Chubb, 134 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very similar performances across the board. Joshua Kelly, 50 and a tutty. Even Justin Herbert got in on the action. Super, super close contrast performances by both teams. The Chargers will edge them out, though, at 238 yards on the ground, which is super impressive considering the kind of team the Cleveland Browns are. The 3-2 Chargers have proved that they can be efficient on the ground, and I think they went from the last in the league in terms of running yards to maybe middle of the pack with that performance. Next up, receiving, Mike Williams. Another insane day by Big Mike. I feel like the reason why the Chargers push that narrative on him so often as far as that possession guy is because how stupid good he is at it. I don't know. Of course, there are better wide receivers in the league. You know, Justin Jefferson and the list goes on. But at the same time, can they do what Mike Williams does in that situation? Maybe sometimes. But Mike, his height, his speed, his placement, everything, it just feels like he's separated himself from the rest of the league with that particular skill set. And the Chargers are really starting to understand how to fully utilize that. So again, tip of the hat to Joe Lombardi. I'm really excited with what I'm seeing with Mike Williams this season. It's actually unbelievable, the potential that Mike Williams is finding in the absence of a Keenan Allen. Very, very insane. Here comes the $10 holla.
Starting to believe Staley is nothing more than a motivational speaker. He's made questionable calls too often this season.
Yeah, and again, this is going to be put to question all week long this week. We may even do a whole video discussing the decision making and seeing if it makes sense. But, for now, a lot of good decisions led up to this win as well, so we can't discredit it. But me personally, everybody can interpret it the way they want to, but I'm going to hold that. I'm going to hold that. That decision to me was not good. But for now, I won't focus on it as much. I'll give myself some time to digest and think about it a little bit. But yeah, it's going to open up some conversations, to say the least. That's all I'm going to say. So Ross, thank you so much for the $10 holla, man. I appreciate the love there. And again, huge props to 81, man. Can I see 81s and 30s all over the chat, man? Huge days for them. And 10 as well. He put up a really good fight in this one. The defense did have themselves a pretty decent game today, too, despite being run up on a lot by Nick Chubb. And, of course, I think David Njoku surprised a lot of us today, too, with an 88-yard day. Still making it difficult to defend him, at this point. He's a very intelligent guy, and he might sort it out here very soon. But, again, with Sean Payton knocking on the door, I was so against it a couple of weeks ago, and now at least my mind is open to it because, again, I hate to say it, I don't think Sean Payton makes that call. But again, we're not going to try and focus on the negative for this one today, too. Number 30, Austin Eckler, 81, Mike Williams. These guys have been absolutely fantastic. Hey, Madden Ultimate Team, EA, if we don't get something this week for another ridiculous performance by Austin Eckler, I'm going to scream. That and Mike Williams. We need a receiver like there's no tomorrow. Oh, come on, baby. We need something. Well, guys, this has been a fantastic day. I've actually got plans here in the next couple of hours. We got things to prep and get ready for. I got the fam coming over for a nice barbecue. Nothing to put a smile on my face to receive the family, though, with the Chargers victory, as well as a great company with you guys today, man. On Hail with the $2 house is GG. Have a good rest of your week. Guys, thank you so much. And again, Thank you guys for the 40,000 subscribers, man. I cannot believe that we passed that threshold. I felt like I was capable of doing that and that we were capable of making that happen, but I was willing to be so much more patient. You guys are really stepping on the gas here. Already 40,000 subs. I got my eye on 50,000. That's one of my first big milestone dreams. 25 was the first one. 50 is the next one. We're another step closer to that, and then eventually 100,000. You guys are unbelievable. Who says that there's no Chargers fans out there, man? I got at least 40,000 in my sub box. Let's make it a hundy, man. Let's do it, dudes. Guys, thank you again so much to everybody. Before we do jump out of here, I do want to extend my gratitude to you guys as a last reminder for this giveaway. Let's read these last couple of super chats here real quick. Susan, can we give a shout out to 68 Sawyer? Dude! I almost forgot to mention, I won't go into detail on it, but Sawyer just went toe-to-toe with Myles Garrett. We've got something special in that young man. If anything, one of the best, maybe better or best guards in the league next season, if not a right tackle. Left tackle, you never know. Sawyer is that dude, man. He is that dude. Jake Wall coming in here says, do we have the most underrated wide receiver duo in history? Probably. I don't know. Those guys are absolutely insane. Now, as a last reminder, guys, I think we're pulling the winner here very, very soon. As a thank you from me to you guys, you guys have been absolutely incredible. 40,000 subs. We got a bunch of crew members in here supporting the channel, keeping the lights on and stuff as well. We are doing a giveaway. I like to do giveaways as often as possible. The first thing that we are giving away is this number 85 powder blue signed Antonio Gates jersey. Absolutely fire. And this is a gift from me to my subs. One of my lucky subs will have the opportunity to win this. All you got to do is hit the link in the description, follow the instructions there, very simple, and make sure you are subscribed. Only subs can win. And then finally, we have a gift for my members. We got a signed LaDainian Tomlinson jersey for one of my crew members. Again, you guys are amazing. You kept me afloat through the off season. You guys, we wouldn't be here without you guys. So another thank you from me to you guys, a signed LT. All you got to do to be entered for this is be a member of my crew, and that's it. I think we're drawing the names here in the next few days, so this will be one of those last calls. Again, guys, thank you so much for all the support. We got one more coming in from Steve Simmons says, what else can I say? Let's say it one more time, man. It's been a double day for me. Phew, man. Phew, phew, phew. Herbert did not hit 300 yards, by the way, Hugo. Well, guys, Denver up next. We're going to be focusing our attention on the Denver Broncos, who have been struggling this season. And the Chargers hopefully can go up to 4-2 after that game. But 3-2 this week. Let's relish in that. Let's all breathe a little bit and know that we got a little bit lucky there at the end and have a good week and relish in the victory a little bit. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. Make sure you sign up for Underdog Fantasy and use code DIRECTOR to match your first deposit up to $100. Get in on the action. I think I did hit on the insurance with a couple of these picks today so far, and it should be an even funner one as the afternoon slots come in for me here. We do have quite a bit of entries in the afternoon to watch while we do watch football as well. Bobby! Bolt up, Bobby. Thank you so much for the $10 holla. Also, make sure to check out ExpressVPN if you guys don't have a way to watch the games. Been my tried and true method for the last 4 seasons, and so far, so good this season too, man. I highly recommend it to anybody who wonders how to watch the game. Quick Good Swag says, did we win? We won, baby. And on that note, guys, thank you so much for joining me. This has been The Director. We'll see you next time. And as always, bolt up and stay frosty. Big ups to Mike Williams and Austin Eckler, man. Trust in your stars and good things will happen. Want to watch football without the restrictions of blackouts or cable? Check out ExpressVPN.com to help you get access to all the live games. Sign up today using the link in the description to get 3 free months.